Politics major announcement. I wonder what it could be.
Shit. I should have went and
Is
had
Trump
a
running for
cigarette.
president again?
Again. Magooga gaga giga gaga.
Seems like that's every time you check to see major announcement, the result is Trump is declaring he's running for president. And I'm like, I already knew that. Shut up.
We already knew that. Split the ticket. It works hilariously well for them every time they try it. Y'all remember tea parties? I do. Anyways, hello. Great way to start our opening. PartyWipeGames neither supports nor endorses any political party because PartyWipeGames is a LLC and not an actual entity, therefore it has no ability to vote. Individuals who participate within PartyWipeGames are entitled to their own political views and opinions, which, may come out during discussions of the show, and we support and accept all of them except for the wrong ones. That being said, I will neither confirm nor deny which opinions are wrong because it's not my place to decide that sort of thing. Everybody's entitled to their own views, opinions, and to find their own truths. Just don't take the really awful ones. You know the ones. You know the ones. You know the ones. Like it shouldn't be hard, but for some people it is. But you know the ones. Please don't make those choices because they don't help anyone. Really, what I'm saying is just be the best you that you can be, and try to leave the world a better place than how you found it. That should be how everybody.
Mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. Because you could be, a kind of bad person. As long as you realize that you were being a bad person and make strides to fix that, then that's what matters. Be better than how you were before, always. HelloFresh is our sponsor. They may not be our sponsor anymore after this opening, but
Ooh.
I'm really sorry
I
about
was just gonna say.
Nah, it's fine. HelloFresh, if you use this code, you'll get a 70% off discount and free shipping. The HelloFresh code is HelloFresh HF 12810. Use it today. Get some great food. We still have 2 boxes that we have to cook before they go bad because we're really bad at actually cooking for ourselves, which HelloFresh makes stupidly easy by providing all the ingredients that you need as well as recipe cards. And you can save for later to recreate all of your delicious and favorite recipes on your own time. That being said, we are kind of running behind, so I'm not going to straggle this too long. But hi, I'm Rindis. I will be playing the nope, it's listed as hacker because I'm updating this sheet and it tricked me. I am the Motorhead, Astrid Mårtensson. Apparently, some people in the party don't trust her because she seems to know more than she is letting on to everyone else, and mysterious white vans are following her. So that's fun. Also, I am aware that the away screen was still on, mostly because I was eating, but here you go. It's us, our beautiful faces, and I don't seem to have Sin or Shae's camera. There they are. It just hadn't updated. There we go. Okay. We're all here. We're all in the right places. I will kick it to Shae, who can run through the spiel and introduce everybody else, but you don't have to introduce me because I was already talking, so I figured I would get my stuff out of the way.
Hello everyone, I am the aforementioned Shae, or ShaeTheFay on Twitch. I am the storyteller, the GM, the whatever you want to call me for this game of Things from the Flood. This is the Stillwater Chronicles, called On the Otherside, in which we are playing in a alternate 90s reality where technology took a different turn. And things are a bit different. So, quick thing I'm going to do before we start the game off is go over the principles of the flood, which are as follows. 1, everything changes, everything falls apart. There's a lot of technology that's breaking down, and the promised future did not arrive. Number 2, everyday life is full of demands, boredom, and conflict. You all are playing teenagers. You have school and work and teen drama that y'all have to deal with. The mysteries are exciting, but dangerous, and only you can stop them. for whatever reason, you're the only ones who are put in the situation that can resolve the conflict and solve the mystery. Number 4, you are neither kids nor adults. You are teenagers. You are that awkward in between of the two. Number 5, the game's played scene by scene, like a movie or a book or a TV show. Number 5, that was number 5. Number 6, the world is described collaboratively. While I have the final say in most scenes, my players get to throw in their own things, flesh out the story, describe the scenes. This is very much a collaborative storytelling game. Everyone, please remember your nope card, your X card. If something makes you too uncomfortable, slap that down. We'll pause immediately, because this is a game where we may potentially, not all the time, sometimes may run into a uncomfortable scenario that is just a hard no for someone. We will talk about it and find a way around it without making anyone too uncomfortable. Same thing for the audience. If you need to step away, feel free to do so and return when the scene's over. On that note, let's introduce the rest of the players. Rindis already introduced himself. Let's start with Doogler.
Hello, everybody. I am Doogler93. I play games and I do art. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and Tumblr at Doogler93, though I'm not really on Tumblr all that much, honestly. Yeah. You can find me here every Wednesday, Thursday, and Monday, and over my channel every Friday and Saturday. Don't really have anything exciting happening, so who's next?
Fantastic. Let's bounce on over to Zaunis.
Hi everybody, I'm Zaunis. You can not safe for work tabletop RPG artist, and you can find me at Tumblr and Twitter.com/Zaunis. And I'm playing Jermaine Elliott, the goth baby of the group and Tooth Seeker.
All right. Up to Pat.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm Pat, aka Spider Queen Long, playing Tracy Evans, the party gal. And she's just going through it, as we all are to some extent, but her more so, apparently.
Yeah.
That's me.
All right. And then Sin.
Hey y'all, I'm Crimsin Galaxy. That's Krimsin, because I'm not me without a little bit of sin. I'm playing Courtney Cloverfield, the rocker, and yeah, she is curious. I don't know.
Aren't we all a little curious? Everybody, what happened last time?
So much happened. Do we have those Doogler notes, or should somebody else jump in?
I didn't write much about anything else than what the nightmare happened.
All right. Well, Courtney did in fact have that awful nightmare about the. Was it the hands in that one, or was it just the...
Joe had the nightmares.
Sorry, I am getting people mixed up. Joe, Joanne had the nightmare, and we found out they have a phobia about going back to. I think they still had asylums in the early 90s, but it might just be a mental hospital at this point. I think they were kind of phasing them out. Had that fear about going back to the hospital. We found out that a white van is following Astrid. A few of us got to meet our anchors. It was revealed that Ashley is Astrid's anchor. Jermaine got to talk to the gravedigger, whose name escapes me, but he will certainly live a long life and nothing bad will happen to him.
Nothing bad better happen. So help me, God.
Good old Emmett, that's it. Tracy, we found out, is apparently incredibly durable and can survive being thrown around in the back of a van while it is trying to flee said pursuers of a white van. And Astrid's driving. They also cuddled. Astrid cuddled a lot of people that night. Also,
I'm happy to have been one of them.
yeah, and she was one of them. I actually forgot what Courtney did, or what happened to Courtney, but we were all kind of split up that night. And then we agreed to meet back at school.
Courtney had a run-in with her father having an episode.
Oh, that's right, the TV. The little men in the TV.
The little men in the TV.
And
That's
that
right.
was after I met my new manager.
That's right. Yeah, your business manager, and you were setting up tour stuff.
Band manager, yeah.
Band manager.
And
Music manager Splash McJason.
That's right. The
Flash
porn mustache.
Jason.
And
I love
Jermaine
it.
also confronted Astrid about the little business card she got from the white van people.
Mm-hmm.
The cleanup crew.
Was promptly reminded that the cleanup crew cleans all messes.
And we ourselves are messes, so that does not bode well.
Speaking of cleanup, as the scene opens and you all step inside the school and you're walking through the hallways, everything seems mostly normal. You're kind of talking amongst yourselves. Who would like to volunteer?
What are we volunteering?
I just want to know who notices first.
I'll volunteer, I suppose.
Okay. As you all are walking, you all stop at a locker for someone to pick things up. But Jermaine, there's a moment where Jermaine kind of looks up, and what you see, Jermaine, is Lucky cleaning up the floor.
Morning, Lucky.
Oh,
He's a little ways down the hall, but he kind of looks over, smiles, and waves.
Joe's gonna stare a moment.
think I also stare a moment, and I don't wave.
Wait, isn't that the dead guy?
Is,
Sorry. Couldn't resist.
is that piece, that prosthetic that I found, is that visible on him in any way right now?
Oh. He finishes sweeping up what he needs to, sets it on the cleaner cart, and starts rolling it down the hall, steering clear of the students moving through.
Hey, we need to talk about that, but we also need to. Joe looks at her bag, like, find some place to hide this for the day.
Nice talk pokes out.
I'm gonna have a talk with my dad tonight and see if we have any body parts, because I assumed that was gonna be the case.
He did mention a mutilated body came in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Huh.
confirmed for us that it was Lucky? Was it a name tag or was there a visual distinction that we?
It was a name tag and a lot of not whole body parts.
Question to that question: was Lucky always known to have had that prosthetic? Like, I know you said it's not visible on this Lucky, but was it known that he always had a prosthetic?
Yes,
Okay.
general.
Enough that we would have seen it, even if, like, teenagers don't talk about it.
Yeah.
We would have known that he had like a prosthetic arm or leg because it's something that's visible.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying his face and everything aside from the prosthetic looks identical, though, right?
Yeah.
This isn't just like somebody wearing Lucky's clothes that we're all expected to believe is Lucky, but like otherwise isn't.
Would you like to?
Yeah, let me make a roll on this, I guess, if I may.
Yeah. What kind of role would you like to make?
It's probably an investigate, but I wish it was a contact.
You wanna like follow him, poke your head around the corner, and study him.
I just kind of want to stare at him, honestly. Like, I'm dumbfounded.
So that is
Yeah, it's no success. It's
no successes. I do. I should offer anytime you all roll. Do you want to push?
She's not pushing this. She's literally just staring at the man, mouth somewhat open.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like him.
Joe's first thought is.
Sorry. I was just gonna say, can I be staring too, and I'll make like an investigation to see if this guy seems normal to me.
You wanna do an empathize and try to read him?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Like, what the hecky?
You got one success.
Okay.
Which means
I get some.
you get 2 questions. Such as 2 questions, such as
I just forgot.
what is their weak spot? How can I make him do something? What does he feel? What does he want? What will he do? Is he lying to me?
Well, I'm not talking to him.
Is he lying by existing?
Existence is a lie.
Huh. Well, you see, God. That's so tough, those questions.
I think
Those are questions. It says you may ask 2 questions, such as. So feel free to change them up a little.
Okay, yeah, no, I just want to...
They just have to be similar, kind of in the same vein.
I just want to know, like, does this guy actually seem like a real person? Does he seem human? Does he seem like he is him?
What are his mannerisms while he goes about cleaning?
Yeah, stuff like that.
He's moving as he's moving through the hall. You know that Lucky has a prosthetic, and while not completely visible right now, you recognize that as you're studying him, he is moving with less difficulty than then you remember seeing him, and you never really thought much about it. But he doesn't have the same he doesn't seem to have the same compensation that might come with any health issues.
Okay. So he seems like someone who's used to dealing with chronic pain, and now it just seems like he doesn't have any pain at all.
Something like that, yeah.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I have a suspicion, but I don't know if I want to act on it.
Want to stab him?
Yes. Sacrifice him and see if he's got a soul. No. We saw that thing that attacked us was majorly a machine, and if he is now moving about with less issues, I think I'd like to deliberately trip in front of him and see if he helps me up and get like a closer feel of him.
Okay. I would say this would also be an empathize.
Well, at least my mind is high. One success.
One success. You also may ask 2 questions, and Courtney, you still have one other question to ask if you wanted.
Yeah. How good are they at doing the job right now? How focused are they? How intensive a clean is it? Like, is it single-minded determination, or is it like, how a person typically does their job, where they kind of work hard, but they also are just kind of like keeping an eye out around them and stuff?
They're working with purpose, but it isn't single-minded. They'll shift out of the way of like large groups of students when they need to. They'll right now it looks like they just finished cleaning up the spill and are pushing the cart away. But they're very cognitive of other things around them.
Mm-hmm.
Jermaine, you go up and you purposely trip in front of them, and oh no,
I've fallen.
The cart stops immediately, and as he shifts around, and reaches down and says, "Oh, Jermaine, are you all right?" And you feel an arm being offered, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't see you there."
God, I'm okay. I was up so late last night. I'm just not paying attention where I'm stepping, and I want to reach out like the grabbing to his forearm, not just the hand. I want to just feel that forearm and see if it's fleshy and bony or what's going on in there.
What is the question you would like to ask?
Does when I feel his arm and whatever, does it feel fleshy like a normal human?
This is the beginning of a porn plot.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Glad I'm not the only one thinking that.
That 80s music definitely starts up.
Is it warm and
Trips, grabs arm.
It
Oh, wow.
yields.
Arm.
It yields like flesh, and
Yields like flesh.
Yields like flesh.
Uh,
That is a statement.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the right words.
Oh no, that was the perfect one.
You reach out
Sure.
and grasp his arm that feels like flesh.
This thick, fleshy arm.
I'm just gonna add to this, and with my second question, I want to look brutally into his eyes and make sure those are human eyes. Like, are those human eyes? Are they normal looking?
When you grab his arm, it does feel like a person's arm might be, except a little colder. You look into his eyes, those big, beautiful, somewhat vacant eyes.
You sweep me off my feet.
Just wow.
Wow.
There are no words. Oh, Pat.
Wow.
Come back to us.
And he says, they don't call me lucky for nothing.
Oh, he's going to get lucky.
Oh dear.
God, no. No. Oh.
I didn't start this, you all did.
I didn't start this either.
You all are reaping what you sowed.
It was lucky that you were here, cause I coulda got trampled by the whole student body if you weren't here.
Well, I'm glad you're all right.
Thank you. I'm gonna get to class before I am late.
Better move along. And he moves back and starts pushing the cleaning cart along.
If lucky has anything to do with it, you'll always be late. I know what I said.
Yeah, we all do.
Yep.
God, I hate this so much. I just wanted to help the group.
This is it's a lot.
Yep.
Don't you shy away now, Sin. You helped.
You may be a janitor, but this conversation's so fucking far from clean.
I am sorry, I sort of spaced out. His eyes looked normal, right?
They look dreamy.
His eyes looked
Almost like there was no natural light to them. No.
His eyes looked normal-ish, if a bit vacant.
I'm gonna double back to the group and just... He seems human. I mean, vacant eyes, I suppose. Colder skin, but nothing out of the ordinary. Not a dismembered body either.
It's good to see that he's back among the living. Not strange at all.
Real question is, how's he back? And if it's actually him or something else.
I don't know, but we should go to my house after school and see what showed up, because something was supposed to come to my parents' house and I assumed it was him.
Yeah, I agree. This is fucked. It's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers or one of those like 50s horror movies, you know? Fucking A. We got zombies up in this bitch now? The fuck?
Did not expect zombies, that's for sure.
I mean, his eyes were a little empty, but I don't think they were zombie.
Well, I mean, we'll have to check. I mean, it's either that or like, I don't know, like prosthetics, like
My
full
first
body
thought,
face suit.
Honestly, my first thought about it is actually like, if they're like robots that like
Mhm.
they developed like a skin overlay to it, they can have eyes that are designed to look real, but like
Are you implying a
they don't
Terminator?
have the same.
Yeah, like Terminator, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Terminator. Yeah.
That's so strange. Androids don't
T2.
exist.
Oh, I mean, I felt his
like,
arm.
do you know androids
No
don't
shifts to
exist?
look at
Because,
Astrid?
like,
Certainly wasn't anything. Certainly wasn't anything they were working on at the Loop Foundation. The best they
how
had
do you
was
know?
my father works at the Swedish Foundation, or worked there.
Yeah, my thing is like,
The best they had was
how
a
sure
partying
are
robot.
Party bot.
God, I hate not being Lydia right now.
Okay, so what I'm saying though is like, companies like this have like a budget for things that they're not going to let anyone know. They're treated as like classified information, right? So if your dad wasn't informed of said project because it was classified, then how would you know?
My question is, why would you go to the effort to perfectly replicate a high school janitor?
Yes, it does seem strange, and
Yeah.
How many teenagers are going to pay attention to who sweeps the halls?
no one.
They just get a new
bats
janitor and they don't think twice about it.
It wouldn't really happen, and you don't gain much from making it janitor, your infiltrator. Sure, they're allowed to go places and sweep, but if you see them like at a computer hacking data files, people are going to ask questions.
I don't think he needs to hack any data files.
I'm speaking on the purposes of replacing people, body snatcher style. They wouldn't. Swapping out the janitor seems like an odd choice when you could do something like the principal.
What you said, though, Astrid, is not a bad point. A janitor can go almost anywhere.
Almost anywhere.
If someone's hiding something in this school, considering we found Lickaboo here, and something's been skulking around the grounds.
Which is our little buddy here.
Hearing their name, you hear a couple eye stalks poke out of the bag.
Joe shifts so they're not visible from the outside. They haven't found a place to stash them yet.
Yeah, we gotta find somewhere. But like, we have Emmett at my house. He's basically a gravedigger, janitor, kind of every, odd job around the place. But he's got unfettered access to everything.
Right.
Yeah, that's suppose.
That makes sense.
But I mean, you would still stop and question if he was somewhere he's not really supposed to be.
But what would they be hiding at the school that they need unfettered access to?
Well, this school is, basically in the same area as all the other weird shit going on. Maybe there's something under the school, or maybe this is some... Oh, God, I have no idea. I feel like I'm developing conspiracy theories now. This is so insane.
It's a dangerous
I was
trend.
about to propose, like, clones and, like, secret tunnels under the school. Like, this is fucked up. Like, none of this shit should be real. But some of it could be, and that makes it even worse. Because I feel delusional even thinking about it. But no, we've been through weirder. Maybe there is a secret tunnel under the school and it's guarded by clone janitors.
Well, there might
or
be something.
Terminator janitors.
Might be something to that, though. If we're really thinking that there's something strange about our lucky friend here, what if we have somebody follow him?
We saw him dead. Of course there's something strange about this. He's got a fucking...
More strange than coming back from the dead, because that's pretty strange.
I mean, I'm used to skulking around in the dark corners and recesses of places. I have not...
Nobody expects me to be in class, so I could join.
I'm the foreign exchange student. They don't actually pay attention to me.
Hi, Fez.
Exactly. Oh, when I found out that was not his actual name, that blew my
I know. I was like, blew my mind. My stupid teenage mind.
They never actually say what his real name is.
No,
It's always just a bell going off. That's
it's
the best joke of it.
it's so good and it's so dumb and it's such a teenager thing to do.
Wait, I'm confused. What are we referencing?
That 70s
That 70s
show.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Oh, there is a foreign exchange student who they call Fez because it's an acronym for foreign exchange student, and he just goes with it for all of the seasons, and you never learn what his actual name is.
Because it takes like 30 seconds to say.
They decided to call him Fez because that group of white people just unanimously decided that his name was too hard to pronounce.
Yep.
Of course.
Yeah. They just gave him the nickname Fez, and that was his name for the rest of the show.
God.
Like, I would like to think that it's more endearing that it was just it was the buddy name, but yeah, no, it is really just the cruelty of teenagers of just, I can't be bothered to learn how to say your name, so we're calling you Fez because you're the foreign exchange student.
He really wasn't all of that of a nice person. None of them were.
No, they were all shitty people.
I mean, it's a sitcom.
Yeah.
Every sitcom character is going to be viably a terrible person.
Exactly.
That's true.
But yeah, so Astrid is your Fez. Nobody really pays attention to Astrid. She, like, the fact that she doesn't have to worry about grades and she lives in her van. She doesn't even go to her sponsor's house anymore. It's like she's like, they don't pay attention to me anymore. It's fine.
I think Astrid might have a warped view of herself, because if a hot Scandinavian chick goes into a school, she's not gonna be a Fez.
Well, you know, that in of itself.
But yes, Jermaine is definitely planning on sneaking around at some point. I want to follow Lucky whenever it be convenient.
All right. So the bell starts to ring as you all make your way to your first class. I believe some of you wanted to go to investigate some other things as well.
Yes.
So what is the plan for the day?
I think I actually do have to show up to some of my classes.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you navigate this?
Probably not the best student.
You also have a book report that's due like tomorrow.
Oh shit, I forgot about that completely.
Fucking book
Okay,
report.
right.
Oh right, yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna do Moby Dick. Oh fuck, Moby Dick's huge. I haven't even touched it yet. I should change.
You should watch the cadence of that sentence.
You know what? They have Spark
No,
notes in
they knew what
in
they
the
said.
library, probably.
Yeah, I wanted to go to the library.
Yeah.
about Viking Land shit.
Library.
Honestly, I'm curious about Viking Land myself. And book report. Shawshank Redemption.
I think at this point, it's a
Green Mile, book, or just a movie?
It's a book. Stephen King.
All right. So,
Do we all get to pick book reports?
absolutely.
Astrid is going to pick Shogun.
Ah, shit, it's not out yet.
Hmm?
Green Mile's not out yet.
Oh.
Dang.
I'd probably do the Man in the Iron Mask. I think that's the one I actually did a book report on in senior year.
All right.
I'll take Hitch of
So,
the Ride, 'cause that's all I want to remember.
Make sure that you write in there about how good Leonardo DiCaprio was in the role.
so as your third period English class rolls around, Mrs. Ritz says that you all may have access to the library to finish whatever work you have probably not started on. If you turn in incomplete work, it is an automatic failure.
Harsh.
She
How do
smacks the
you
ruler
get to-
in her hand several times.
How the kids say, if you fuck around, you're going to find out.
I don't say it yet, but I feel like it will become popular.
It's going to be a thing, I swear.
Is this
I
back
just
in the era
whisper.
where we had to turn things in typed but didn't have computers at our home?
I think in the 90s you could still do handwritten.
Oh, thank God.
No, not 100% sure on that though.
High school, probably. College, you had to type it up for extra points.
I went
Remember to cite your sources.
God.
Ah, fuck. She probably wants it typed.
Yeah, she gives you a free period though to do this work.
All right. Time to brave the 90s internet to find out what Moby Dick's about.
Oh god, so much
Yeah.
dial-up. How's the school gonna handle this?
Okay, let's
Assuming we have like a
Investigate.
computer lab where we're allowed to stay for the day.
Yeah, there are computers in the library. Yes, big blocky computer.
Those Macintoshes.
Yep, they're the newest thing.
So, can we get a hey y'all, what and all are we trying to research here again, just as a reminder before I start diving into it?
I actually have to write my report, so I might be sitting this one out.
I'm gonna be a good kid.
No, I mean, I just know I'm not going to do it otherwise.
I can help Tracy with her report.
Oh, thank you. Have you read Moby Dick?
I have.
That makes one of us.
I'm quite versed in most literary.
Jesus, you're a fucking godsend. Is Thoth one of the Viking ones, or you know what? I'm being appropriative. Thank you.
I'll go help Tracy.
All right, so the two of you go off to work on the book report. Why don't Tracy? Why don't you give me a?
Can I do a lead heart to make her tell me the right things?
I'll allow you to do lead heart or a comprehend with a +3.
Oh, I'm doing lead heart for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
So the two of you set to work.
Competent essay ever.
Yeah, you start putting together this book report. You're getting spark notes directly from Astrid.
You invent time travel accidentally somehow?
So that scene with their hands dipping into the sperm, that was not considered gay porn at the time?
No. It was just some homies being homies.
So they literally stick their hands into a bucket of whale sperm, and they call it sperm in the book, right? And then they just like interlock their hands.
You couldn't
in, like,
literally use
each other's eyes?
yet, so yeah.
That's really gay.
It's
I kind
super
of
gay.
want to read the book now.
I will remind you that it doesn't get much more hardcore than that.
Okay,
There is
but that's definitely more hardcore than some of the books I've enjoyed.
There is a lot of spilling of semen, but it's mostly people going overboard.
Right. And yeah, something about coffins. Got it. Damn, sperm scene though.
You try reading Druids. They had sex magic.
Yep.
Ooh.
Little sex magic. Astrid will also offer to type it up for you.
Oh, but really? You're basically doing my report for me at that point.
You're going to tell me what to write. That way it's not plagiarism.
Okay. It all started when I was born. Wait, whoops. Try that again.
There's already it all started when I was born.
It all started when I was a twinkle in my daddy's ball sack.
When I was a twink in my... Whoa.
Oh no.
How about everyone else?
Oh well. Tracy, you are going to see that Astrid types very fast,
I'm utterly unshocked.
and her spell check errors are non-existent. ...
The android theory becoming increasingly viable.
There's no such thing as androids.
I hate this.
Only cyborg.
I'm done.
She notices that Tracy is staring at her, and now all of a sudden there is a single spelling error.
Leave it in.
Jermaine. Hey, Jermaine, Joe. I know that we do want to look up Viking land and stuff. Like, do y'all want any help looking that stuff up? I'm pretty good at like looking into things.
Why do you want to look up Viking land?
Just to actually see what happened between Viking land and like just like having the actual information on that rather than just like not like going off of things that we're hearing. I want like actual data. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say Joe doesn't really know why Viking land is important because nobody's been telling her shit. She just heard a bit from Astrid, so she's still confused why that's important.
You have Bjornbot's axe. He talked all about Viking land and stuff when you were communing with him. And well,
Not much. He just said he was from Viking land.
He
Fair.
also talked about the bodies and stuff like that. So
yeah, because Jermaine got the information for more Viking land stuff because I was asking Emmett about potentially whether or not Astrid was from another timeline and whether she actually died in the Viking land situation or not.
Oh no. I've been a ghost this whole time.
I mean, you said some really weird shit in that van, and Jermaine's not exactly caught up on the whole other side stuff you guys went through. I mean, I've already read the book that I'm doing my report on, so as long as I can type it up real quick, I'm at least 2 people searching would be better than 1.
I have something else I need to look up, and I've mostly done my report anyway, so. You guys are into Viking land.
yeah, I haven't read anything, but like I'm sure that I can get it typed up at like the last couple minutes. I'm pretty good at that kind of stuff. I don't know.
Joe,
yeah.
wasn't there something else you wanted to look up too?
Yes, it definitely is, but she's not bringing it up to them.
Okay.
You was sneaky.
Okay.
Sneaky.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess then I'll split off with Courtney, see if we can scour some Viking land information if Joe wants to sneak off and do her skulking without anybody's prying eyes.
Yeah, she's gonna try to go to a computer that's further away from her friends.
Okay. So,
She's the kid who looked up the dial-up port on the school computer.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
She's an artist. It's references.
Yeah, you all have options. There are the computers to look something up. There are also you could try going through some old news articles that are probably kept in like a historical section.
Yeah.
I think Jermaine would go for the newspapers just from obituaries and stuff, very used to scouring those.
All right.
I mean, honestly, that was my initial thought too, is to also go for those. So instead, I'm not good at using computers.
Yeah, Lydia is the tech one. I chose to just not even touch the stuff now.
You know who is good at computers? Astrid.
Oh yeah, I do.
It's like she's a techie.
It's true, like I've spec'd her out to do tech stuff.
I still have 0 points in all 3 of my tech skills.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's because you're a heart and body person.
I'm not a body. I'm a heart and mind.
Heart and mind.
Heart and mind, yeah.
That's right. Rocker has like 3 they have to split between.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm the body person lifting those corpses all day and night.
Get bodied.
And
I'm a body mind person.
body mind. Anyway, so you all go to like the history section. There's probably like a little smaller part that's kind of cordoned off that has and I'm not sure exactly what they're called, but they're like the little light boards with the magnifying glass. That probably has Stillwater proper history in it, and you start going through looking for like some more relatively recent stuff. I would like someone to give me an investigate.
I do.
That's probably you. I'm more of a comprehend.
Would you like to push?
Kinda. Sure. I'll mark exhausted and try again. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot of dice for no successes. Great.
It's a lot of ones too. Like half of those are ones. Oof.
Yeah.
That's bad luck.
Good thing
Roll
that
20
happens
says
once.
fuck you.
Yeah. Jermaine, would you like to make an investigation?
Well, if it's investigate or nothing, then I guess I'll give it a shot.
You can give me something else for a good reason. Well, your investigate's good too.
It's okay. My investigate's okay. My mind and sneak are the best. Or comprehend and sneak are the best.
All right. Would you like to push?
Yeah, screw it. Alright, come on, baby. 1 success.
One success. So, you get to ask 2 questions of the following. What is hidden here and where is it? What does it mean? What has happened here? How can I get into, out of, or past something? I don't think that one really applies. What threats can I perceive here? I don't think you're worried about threats right now. Where is it?
Where is it?
Where is it? And you're specifically looking for stuff on Viking land.
Yeah.
So, as you're looking through, it takes you a while trying to find the right stuff. You go a little too far back and notice some articles about a killer cyborg, and you're like, no, this isn't it. You're not looking into killer cyborgs right now. You're looking into Viking land. And you finally find an article on Viking land and put it under the magnifying light board. And as you're reading through it, it talks about like a grand opening and success of Viking land, where there were a number of automatons that were there to act as the Vikings and treated the visitors like they were the gods there to visit. There were rides. There, of course, were a number of tech staffs on site. There's also an excerpt you find about how they had how a set of these Viking robots had gone rogue and followed their programming much more to the letter than was intended, in which they attacked a Christian youth camp, and in the unfortunate massacre, ended up blood eagling the camp master there. It doesn't say blood eagling. It's actually because it's a news article, but it says the camp master in particular was strung up and brutally murdered.
The counselors were just impaled to trees.
Yeah, they were
As per
just impaled to
tradition.
trees. And your next question, what was your next question?
I guess we'll go with the what is hidden here. I think that's probably the only other.
After reading
Yeah.
after reading through this article and kind of like looking down, moving to magnifying glass, there is a photograph there. Not of the Christian youth camp, but in Viking land. And it looks like there's the Viking longboat and a number of the robots, the Viking robots, climbing into it, and there's a few more kind of standing around someone in front of a crowd. There's someone else standing in front of the crowd who doesn't quite look as mechanical as the rest. It is Astrid dressed in a Viking outfit.
Huh.
And she's waving and smiling to the crowd as a number of other people who are also dressed as Vikings, perhaps not as elegant as her outfit. Some of them look like they were just like plastic helmets bought on site. Astrid's looks like quality cosplay.
Huh. What does the caption of the picture read?
The caption of the picture would read, would be the Vikings of Vikings Land preparing for a raid, something along those lines. And then it would have the date that the photo was taken, of course.
Newspapers typically have the names of the people pictured in the caption under the picture. Does it say that?
Not.
Well, I think this was a loose photo, wasn't it? I don't think this was. Or was this directly in the newspaper?
This is part of the newspaper, but Astrid's name is not in there.
That's really interesting, Jermaine. It seems like you're finding everything today. Wow. Good job. I glance over my shoulder back to where Tracy and Ingrid are, and just
Astrid.
like, huh.
Astrid's there.
Astrid, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Ingrid is my third
Brain.
character.
Yeah.
Don't worry. She's coming.
Sometimes my brain just doesn't like to be brainy, okay?
Brain no word good sometime. It okay.
Well, don't think I really entirely found anything super substantial, but
I don't know. I feel
Wow,
like
the
this is
announcement
important.
for this game just went up.
What?
Sorry.
What?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just saw.
Oh no, I think there's connectivity problems right now. I don't think we've lost connection yet. Yeah, although no, that's actually a delay. Thanks, YouTube, or Twitch. Twitch just came up. Yeah, that's weird. It's been going this whole time. Anyways, please continue.
I forgot where I was.
Me too.
You found out a dark, horrible truth.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if it's that horrible of a truth, because Astrid did tell me that she was there, which prompted me to look into it. So basically all I now have is physical evidence that she's not lying. She was there and alive.
Yeah, but like, why is her outfit so much more expensive looking than everyone else's?
She's also standing up on a platform next to all the Viking robots and waving to the crowd.
I'm like, what's the deal with the position of prominence? Like, she's hanging out with a bunch of robots, like, right before they go on a murder spree?
She did say her family works in the Swedish division, and, well, if she has connections for work, she probably would have had access to a decent costume, work attire.
They don't... I wouldn't imagine that, like, they would put a... Like, how do I phrase this? I don't imagine that most companies would put the child of one of their employees up on display with all of these robots. That's weird. That's really weird. I have no idea what's going on here. I need questions.
Well, that's good, because all I have is answers.
Sorry, we only have answers here, not questions. You're gonna need to go to the question store.
You know that I meant I need to.
We know, but this was funny, and I wanted to do the bit. We're not laughing at you; we're laughing with you.
Yes.
Well, like, great job. Sorry I wasn't able to find anything. Sometimes it just works out like that.
It's fine. You have no idea how many obituaries I go through half the time. I'm speed reading newspapers anyways.
Yeah. What's the good news?
The good news for this fight?
Well, I know the good news for this find. Like, we have the person in our lives and can ask them questions. I'm just concerned how forthright with the truth they might be.
Well, I have at least. I've confronted Astrid about a couple things at this point, and she doesn't seem like the lying type, but she does seem to be the withholding type.
Yeah.
So, granted, what she says is, all in all, probably truthful. It's just a matter of what's not said.
That is a trait that, like, I don't know. That's a trait that you see a lot from people from big companies, though. Like,
This is why I like the dead. They don't keep secrets. They're practically an open book. Especially when you have to cut open the
Dead keep
ribcage.
plenty of secrets, mind
I mean,
you.
honestly,
They don't tell you a damn thing.
you don't get to know any of dead people's secrets, so I don't know what you're
Tell no
talking
tale.
about, Jermaine.
You can learn so much from a dead body. So
You can,
much.
but you can't learn their secrets. Like, secrets are something that they have to say in order for you to know them. That's like the point of a secret, right?
Well, you have to remember, once someone passes, they no longer can guard their secrets. If there's little notes that they've kept hidden in their wallets, on their personnel, secret tattoos, possibly things they've ingested, their dietary usage, there's a lot you can glean from a person once they've passed. Granted, if they're very good at keeping secrets, you might not find everything, but you'd be surprised what you can learn from a corpse.
Okay. I don't
Say-
really
Not that I
have
wanna
anything
kill
to say
Astrid.
about that.
You say you'd be surprised what you can learn from a corpse. And Lucky is like walking by the door, pushing the cart down the hall.
Shoot. Are there any magnets around?
Technically, there is. Is there a magnet in a magic 8-ball?
No.
No, it's just floats. That's why you have to shake it upside down so it
When-
floats to the
Yeah,
surface.
when you look at your magic 8-ball in your bag, it says no, I'm magic.
Oh, you. Speaking of that, I am going to take out I'm going to shake it up and ask him, should I follow Lucky?
You shake it up and say, should I follow Lucky? And as the answer rolls around, it reads, through danger, secrets may be learned.
Well, like, is it possible for me to find a magnet? Just like a loose magnet. I need a magnet.
I don't see how this could ever backfire.
I mean, you could. I'm sure there's got to be like one of the whiteboards and somewhere in the library that's probably got the magnets for the markers.
That's true. I'm gonna go up to the librarian. Hey, do you have any magnets?
You just shout this out, and you hear half the library.
It's fine. It's school. Whatever. I know.
And the librarian looks to you and kind of like pushes the glasses up and is like, I'm sorry, magnet? What do you need a magnet for?
I have to test something. It's a scientific hypothesis, and if you don't let me learn, I'm gonna be really upset.
Make me a charm roll.
just threaten the librarian. If you don't let me learn,
Didn't work.
How dare you
how dare you hinder my learning?
Wow.
interfere with my education?
Um,
I came here to learn, and honestly, I'm feeling very attacked right now.
Yeah, she looks at you and she says, "Oh, well, you probably should have brought some magnets for your science project. I'm sort of using this one right now to make sure I have all my forms in order."
Yeah, it's your
Yeah.
fault.
Good luck, though.
Just for a sec. Can I just?
She's
for a
already
sec?
walking away.
Damn.
Can I use that like loud shushing outburst as my moment to sneak out and follow Lucky?
Make a sneak roll.
Come on, baby. This is what I'm built for. Hey, you
Wow.
love to see
Yeah.
it.
Wow.
You love to
Okay.
see it.
Max dice. Nice.
All right. So, bonus effects. Let's see. You had how many successes?
2
Three.
extra.
Or 2 extra successes, yeah.
All right. So, bonus effects. You can give another teen acting at the same time a plus one. You can give a success to another team acting at the same time. You're just going off on your own. Unless you want to grab someone and pull them with you. You can also find something unexpected or more of what you are looking for, if you wanted. And you can also bank those rolls if you were so inclined for another roll relating to this one.
I think for the situation, finding more of what I'm hoping to find would be good, and possibly banking one for safety reasons.
All right.
Spill your secrets to me, Lucky. My new weird, creepy boyfriend for some reason. This plot happens, and I hate it.
Yep. So you follow him, and you see him. He moved the cart into a closet, and he shuts the door, and he begins to walk. He begins to walk down one hallway, turning and making his way downstairs, probably to where the boiler room is, with a toolbox he pulled from the same closet. And the halls are empty right now with classes in session. As you follow him down, there you creep up, keeping a close eye on him. As you round the corner, peer downward, you see the sight of Lucky, but his back is facing you. He's turned away, and you see the toolbox is open, and as he's kneeling down in front of this boiler, you see that he's using a tool. You can't exactly see what he's doing facing away, because he's using it on like the front of where his neck is. And while you don't notice it at first, once he's finished, you see his arm move down and push a plate upward over his face. And he stands up, and as he starts to turn, you see that his face is over that plate. And then we're gonna switch to Jeff.
I'm in danger.
You certainly are. So, Jill wants to do her research on the computer.
Yeah.
She's gonna use her notebook to help keep notes straight. She's essentially gonna look up asylums, 3 crowns, and in the quarantine zone.
Give me that investing.
And go. I'm gonna push that.
All right.
I'll tick upset and reroll.
You're trying to look up this information on the computer, and you're following notes, keeping track of where you go. So, while you don't get the information you were looking for, what you do get is that there was used to be a series of asylums throughout the U.S. that are being phased out now. You don't quite get all the information you were looking for. Is there something else you'd like to try? You do get that there was one in Stillwater. What it was called and where is it, you're not sure.
Okay. Do I have an idea when it'll shut down?
With no successes, you're not sure.
Okay. I guess to the newspapers then.
All right. Go ahead and give me another investigation.
Still gonna be using her sketchbook to keep notes of things organized. 1 success this time.
1 success. Well, it looks like a lot of the information online is kept very limited. You do find an article that's titled Casualties at the Stillwater Asylum. And as you're reading through it, you find that there was indeed an asylum that housed a number of individuals, which is no longer an asylum, but is still active as a mental health institution. And is specialized in treating those with loop sickness. You do read that prior to its change, there was a breakout at the asylum from one of the patients there, one of the patients in quotes, who, like, there's talk, there's the subtle implication that that something else was going on at this asylum, that whoever ran it didn't want the public to know about. But what it does talk about was that a patient there had broken out of confinement, murdered one of the orderlies and one of the her doctor on the way out, and maimed a number of other individuals before disappearing. They have not been seen since.
How long ago was this?
Not terribly long ago. The flood happened, what?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. This was not quite 2 years ago. It was shortly after the flood, when a number of people were brought there with loop sickness.
Is there a description of the patient? Like, be on the lookout for such and such?
They're described as as a very young willowy girl, and are absolute, and there was a lot of surprise that someone so small could do the kind of damage that she did.
So she's potentially our age or younger.
Would you like you to make a comprehend roll now?
Okay. Are the notes I took helping towards this, or is it just straight comprehend?
Straight comprehend.
Okay. 2.
All right. There's a moment as you're looking at one of the pictures there, where you start to get dizzy and your vision is kind of like drawn forward, stretching. And it would be nauseating, except for the briefest of instance. You feel like you're actually in the moment, and there's a scream as a woman falls back, hands over her face with blood pouring down from one of the eyes. And you feel hands on you, holding you. And you see around the same corner a small figure start to emerge. You can't make out any details, but you hear the words, "I want to die anywhere but here," again. And just like that, that moment is over. An infinitesimal, brief flicker. Whether it's your imagination or not, you're not sure. And then we're going to jump back to Jermaine. Jermaine,
You're in danger.
you walked off alone.
Don't say the capital T word.
Yeah, that's a capital T word. You are in trouble. As this figure starts to turn around, they haven't noticed you yet. But they will in a moment if you don't act quickly. Now you have one banked success. This trouble is This is normal trouble. They haven't noticed you. You're not in any immediate danger. But I do declare what's at stake. You are about to... You saw something you weren't supposed to, and if they become aware of you, then you are on their radar. Threat level, normal, so you need 3 times the number of successes. You need 3 successes for this. You're the only one there, because you ran off alone. So you get to tell me what you're gonna do.
Well, if I haven't been noticed yet, and sneak is my best stat, I think it might be best to retrace my steps immediately and as stealthily as possible. And just
Alright.
stay out of eyesight of him as best I can.
Okay. Go ahead and make me that roll. And are you using your bank of success, I assume?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Oh, that's 0.
You want to push.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna mark that scared. Oh, I hit the syntax. Oh, okay, I guess it doesn't like scared for some reason. Hold on. Let me... Oh, that's... Really?
How many conditions do you have?
I have 2 conditions.
You have 2 conditions. You need to get half or more to move on. With only 1 success.
Well, do I keep pushing or do I just...
No, you need at least 2 successes to move on to the next phase.
Oh.
So, without those successes,
I'm just caught, huh?
yeah, the outcome ends up being, yeah, if the number of 6s rolled is less than half the threat level, the teens have failed completely. They all become broken, and each must take a scar.
Oh, so something happens when he finds you.
Yeah.
Just racking up those scars. Do.
So.
Did you die?
No, just a scar.
So, as you start to you start to turn around, and as you begin to run, you start going back up the stairs, and I feel like you trip and stumble, and there's a moment where the head snaps over, and you see just the lines along where the faceplate had come up, like slowly sealing back up, and Lucky says, "Oh, Jermaine, you weren't supposed to see that." And this figure lunges towards you, and very quickly, you feel a hand grab you by the neck, and throw you further back into the boiler room as they turn and start to move towards you, and says, "I suppose you'll have to be replaced too." And as they're stepping forward, what would you like to start with?
Hello, new follower.
Fuck. I didn't even think this was a possibility.
No, don't do that. That's a bad option.
No.
I mean, it might get you out of trouble. Who knows?
God, you know what? I think this scar actually could work with my character's fear. So, Jermaine tends to not make decisions without consulting her 8-ball for a reason she has not shared with everybody. And I think probably at this point the scar might be a... I don't know, what misplaced faith, mistrust in her. What would be like lack of faith in yourself or something like that? Lack of faith in your own decision making?
Self-doubt?
Yeah, largely just
yeah.
doubt.
Yeah, I guess a scar of doubt or self-doubt.
I make the wrong decisions.
Yeah. So, and remember, this scar can be physical, can be mental, emotional, however you want to play it up. If you want it to be self-doubt, excuse me.
Oh, right. It could be physical.
Yeah. If you want it to be self-doubt, the 8-ball kind of rolls up and says, "I told you it was dangerous. Why didn't you take your friends?"
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the self-doubt, and I think with just tears welling up in the eyes, just looking back at the 8-ball and just wondering, like, you're usually so deliberate about my choices, and you just were vague in the worst possible time.
The 8-ball just goes, "How is this my fault?"
So you say that as this false lucky begins to approach you menacingly, and then you hear from the hallway behind him, "Fireball!" and a Molotov flies in and cracks over Lucky and immediately ignites. And it is a horrifying visage what you see as the synth skin kind of melts away, and you see very like mechanical skeleton-esque this creature spin around, and it moves, and fire just consumes it. And flying in from the other side is Hugh shouting, "I'm the motherfucking wizard!" and
He's lost his goddamn mind.
yeah, he's lost his mind. He runs in and he swings a metal bar, knocking this machine back. And as it falls backwards, the head kind of rolling back, you see the two eyes with the whatever film was covering them to make them look like they were real, kind of like bubble and boil away, and you see just mechanical eyes staring at you. One arm reaches forward as this mechanical hand just reaches out and goes still as the heat overwhelms it.
No thumbs up as the heat starts to overwhelm it.
No thumbs up. And then you hear, "Oh gosh, that was close!"
How did you know I was down here?
Oh, I saw you sneaking around, so I got curious, and I decided to follow. I mean, you got me out of a locker, or you helped get me out of a locker, so, I'm just kind of paying the favor forward.
Favor accepted. And I'll just, hold my hand out, can we get out of here now, please?
Oh, yeah, sure. And Hugh takes your hand, and the two of you exit the boiler room. Wow, so that was really something, huh?
Yeah, it was. Can you
I had friends teach me how to do that. Now I can throw fireballs.
I'm glad you can throw fireballs. I'm gonna go and get some fresh air outside of the school. Can you tell your friends, our friends, that I just had to I needed a minute, okay?
Okay. I can do that.
And Jermaine just books it down the hall outside the school.
Hey, everybody. Do we want to take a break or keep going?
I think this would be a good spot to take a break because I gotta go to the washroom.
That sounds good.
We'll take a quick break, 5-10 minute breaks, and we'll meet back up here.
Sounds good.
Hey.
I like that, like, one of our groups is writing an essay in the library. The other group just had a near-death experience with a fucking combat cyborg in a base.
Not group. I was not a part of this.
Yeah,
although
that was
I would have been had I found a magnet.
It was a solo adventure. It's true.
True.
Joe's reading a newspaper having a vision.
Honestly, I was looking for a magnet because I was literally just gonna walk up to him and like pretend to trip and try to see if it stuck to his head.
What if the metal wasn't magnetic?
Well, then I wouldn't have been able to make inferences.
I felt his arms and saw his eyes, and he seemed human enough. I didn't think it was crazy.
Yeah, it felt cold, like there was no circulation going through it.
Yeah, but it's winter time. It's September.
Those eyes looked so vacant.
It's
yeah, but
fine.
he's an old man. He could just not have a will to live anymore.
Hey, I just want to say, you did a great job, like, playing your character in that moment.
You did a great job finding out that she was correct the whole time.
I was
Very
right.
well done.
Oh no.
Oh no, I was right.
In your face, we're all gonna die. I was right.
I just made this character and she almost fucking died.
Yeah.
Let's see. Almost.
You can't die on your first card.
Yeah.
Almost only counts for horseshoes and hand grenades.
I'm gonna go get a cookie.
You deserve a cookie.
You deserve a
I'm
cookie.
gonna go get a cigarette.
Everybody go take a break.
Take a break, everyone.
While I talk about our wonderful sponsor, HelloFresh. HelloFresh, our wonderful sponsor. If you use the code POGHF12810, you can get 70% off and free shipping for your first box, as well as an equally great discount on several other boxes following that 70%. I do believe it's like 20% on the next couple boxes after. So it's still not too bad after you continue with it. HelloFresh has been pretty great. It makes cooking easy and fun. They provide all of the ingredients that you'll need in pre-portioned parts, as well as recipes that will allow you to continue cooking all of your favorite meals once you've gotten it done. Shae and I still have 2 recipes that we need to cook before ours go bad because we're really bad at cooking, and sometimes even the convenience of HelloFresh is hard. I don't like cooking when I'm tired, so HelloFresh
We've been busy, and I will say that HelloFresh is absolutely amazing. It was every meal we've had has been phenomenal.
Delicious. It's been so good. Yeah, the last one we made, I had 2 servings that got to go into lunches for the 2 days after, and they held up for 2 extra days, and they were still just as delicious as when I cooked them. So amazing stuff. All right, that's my shilling for HelloFresh. Do check it out because they are good, and the promo ends in 6 days, so you have until the 20th if you wanted to try it out. So don't hesitate to hurry and do so, because every person who follows it helps out the channel with the commission deal that they give us, because this is an ad. All right, I'm gonna
So-
step away and get something to drink. Bloop. Boop.
How you doing, Pat?
I'm watching the Spider-Verse trailer right now. Somehow I didn't see it when it first dropped.
I really want to watch the trailer, but I also really want to go to it blind. Because I really love the first one.
Oh my god, the first one was actually a cinematic masterpiece and just literally a game changer in so many fucking respects. Like, holy shit.
What was this?
Talking about the Spider-Verse trailer.
I didn't see the new one yet. I gotta.
I mean, the new one's not out, but the trailer dropped just recently. Like, I think it dropped earlier in the week or last week. God, if it's been out for a month and I just saw it now, I'd feel really out of the touch. But, you know, I think it's been a couple weeks, maybe tops. I've been going through some shit, so, like, you know, I don't blame myself too hard for not seeing it, but, like, I have been following this hardcore almost as much as I've been following Avatar 2, which I'm extremely excited to see in theaters.
That'll be interesting. Is it still gonna do the whole like super 3D IMAX and?
I have no idea. I mostly said that to be sarcastic, but I am actually unironically a fan of the series. Everybody hates on it, and you know what? I get it, but I like it.
I enjoyed it when it first came out, but I kind of just stopped caring after a while. Then I started to become annoyed because it kept on getting re-released. Like, okay, it was good at the time. Just stop. Just being a dick at this point. Anytime it would risk being not the top grossing movies, like, just stop. Just stop.
It is kind of shocking that it just made so much money, considering it's like, you know, pretty good, but I don't know if I would say like best movie ever, aside from Titanic kind of level good, you know?
I think it was honestly just one of the products of perfect place at the perfect time. Because when you look back at the other movies that were coming out around that time that were like the 3D IMAX experience, they were kind of garbage.
Oh, they totally
Like,
were.
There's not really like, can you name a single good movie that was like banking on the 3D and it actually looked good? And then that movie hit and like it was stunning.
Yeah, it was
Like, the
fucking
effects
gorgeous.
were mind-blowing. Like nothing those effects at that time were as mind-blowing as like the original Jurassic Park movies.
Totally.
People saw those Jurassic Park movies and were just like, these are real. Like, you can't tell me that that's not a real dinosaur that I'm looking at right now.
And in fairness, they were like they hold up to this day. Like those animatronics looked genuinely authentic.
Yeah, and I think it's sort of the same thing with Avatar, where the visuals are really stunning and they don't look like they've really aged too much, because like we have movies that come out nowadays that look worse than Avatar.
Oh,
that
for
have
sure.
Bigger budgets.
Fucking most Marvel movies, honestly.
Yeah, so I think it was just a product of right place, right time, and that's why it kind of blew up so much. Because I think if Avatar came out today, I'm not really sure people would give a shit. They'd be like, okay, that was cool.
But I think, honestly, there is something to be said that Avatar 2 is coming out these days. Because at this point, we're so fucking jaded from like 1,000 Marvel films, 1,000 new Star Wars things, 1,000 fucking Jurassic World spin-offs. Like it's honestly about time something broke the mold and was a new unique franchise. Honestly, I'm kind of in favor of supporting Avatar, if not just to break the monotony of having to decide between Star Wars and Star Trek when I want to go to see something sci-fi related, you know?
Yeah. Me and my missus and our roommate watched Love and Thunder like a few weeks ago.
I haven't even seen it. I heard it's good, but I haven't even seen it.
It's not. It has a handful of scenes that are legitimately like funny,
Mhm.
but the movie as an entirety was just like I was drinking and I didn't have fun with it. Like that's how bad it was. Like I couldn't even really enjoy it with a drink.
That's bad. I want to be crossfaded when I'm watching Avatar 2 just so that I'm like fucking blown away by the
I think the problem was earlier Marvel movies had this really good dynamic, especially with scenes with Tony, where it was like it could be a serious scene and then drop in like a quick haha funny jab and slide right back into the seriousness without breaking the scene. Like Robert Downey Jr. was really good at that. But in Love and Thunder, like they'll start a serious scene and then it's like 10 minutes of just nonsense. And like take every moment from Ragnarok that was just like weird, odd like scenes with just cringy dialogue and stretch that out to like an hour. That was Love and Thunder.
Well, that's just a fucking pity.
Yeah,
I'm
not good.
I'm so jaded by Marvel. I mean, like, I loved Black Panther when it came out. That was probably my favorite Marvel movie when it came out, and you know, really like it was a moment. I have not seen Black Panther 2. I don't think I've seen a Marvel film
Black Panther
in
really
years by choice. Like, Marvel's just burned me so fucking out at this point. Like, you know, I followed Jessica Jones back in the day. I was a huge fan of it. You know, I tried to watch a couple of the other TV shows. It's gotten so ubiquitous, and Disney's just such a huge megacorp. It's like, you know, eventually I'll watch Black Panther 2, but there's not a single other Marvel movie that I'm genuinely interested to see. And the same goes for the DC shit. I know Aquaman got really rave reviews, but you know, if I wanted to see Jason Momoa's abs, I'd probably just Google some porn images.
You could just watch anything else for Jason Momoa's abs, which is still good. Aquaman though was boring. I fell asleep during it.
Yeah, I think I really screwed myself when it comes to Marvel because I watched She-Hulk and I enjoyed a lot of it until the ending.
Yeah.
I despise that ending in every sense of.
They got purposely meta, which doesn't fit her character.
It wasn't even like purposefully meta because like Deadpool does meta wonderfully. This was like trying to meta the meta.
Yes, that's what I mean by purposely meta. It was like they were aware of what they were doing, and it didn't work.
And then right after that, I saw Love and Thunder, and I was just like, it was a back-to-back gut blow, and I'm just like, I think I'm done.
I liked Love and Thunder. For Love and Thunder, though, you have to watch it from the perspective that Korg is the storyteller. Which
I think that's the problem because I despise Korg so much.
Okay, then yeah, if you don't like, because for me, I had the same complaints initially, like leading up to the ending, where you know he closes out the narration because everybody's acting is really stiff and uninspired, and it's like, especially the Guardians, where it's like, Thor, we need you, and it's like, yeah, okay, I can give that excuse for Chris Pratt, but the others acted just as rigid, and it's like, no, if it's Korg, who's a literal rock man, describing these people, it's like that is how they would act and sound. And it feels like something Taika Waititi would do because he's aware of himself.
Would 10,000% be behind that movie from that perspective if one, it was deliberately that choice, like, hey, Korg is retelling the story, and two, it was a Marvel short.
Mm-hmm.
If that was the case, I probably would have loved it because I just would have found the funny irony in it.
It
But the
was.
fact that it was a full-length motion picture and didn't have that as like a deliberate like plot point.
They
I
could have
think
had the narration more throughout the
Yeah.
movie to kind of hammer that in, but only at the start and finish doesn't really work.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. There was just so much about that movie that I just.
They also say they chopped it down a lot, which kind of sucks
I
because
saw
they.
some of the deleted scenes and I'm mad because
Yeah.
there was legitimately like a couple scenes with Zeus that were deleted that were really good.
You could have spent more time on showing why the gods are dicks, and you definitely need to give Christian Bale more time as Gore because he fucking kills it. Like, every time he's on screen, I'm like, I want to know more about this guy. Like, you do a good job of showing why he's pissed off, but you don't give him enough time as the villain to be a villain. They speed ran over him destroying a bunch of gods, and you could have had one good god killing scene for him, and
The fact that Korg had more screen time than the main villain bothers me so much.
yeah.
The fact that Korg was front and center and the villain was not. I'm like,
Is Korg the rock guy?
Korg is the rock man who is now canonically a gay daddy because they end up having a rock baby.
I'm fine with that.
No, there's no problem with that. I just love that that's like a little snippet they throw in at the end.
Like, that's fine.
Oh.
It's just I didn't like Korg when he was even first introduced. I that voice and the mannerisms just, it felt so.
It was Taika Waititi being silly.
And
I thought he was kind of like, look, I didn't have a positive or negative opinion of him. I thought he was
There.
decent as a side character, and if he had just been a side character in that film, it would have been fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From what I hear, and I have not seen any of these things that you're talking about, his role has been expanded, and that's just a pity.
What property are we talking about? What character?
Marvel. Korg is a very low tier, forgettable character from the comics to begin with. So basically, Taika Waititi making his OC because Taika Waititi plays Korg into something more prominent kind of doesn't resonate well with a few people, and it's like it is basically Taika Waititi having an excuse to be in the movie and be silly. But he's using a very dry witten humor for a literal rock man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, from what
I read that character is not dry, but like tries to be.
His delivery is dry.
Cheerful. Oh, fair.
From my understand, or from my like very superficial knowledge of the stuff going on, because I'm not a comics person, I don't even know like the actors involved or anything. He's just kind of like a very minor, like, honestly, he feels like a gag character from Monty Python skit. He feels like a very like,
and that was his role in Ragnarok. Yeah,
and that's honestly where he belongs. Like that,
Mhm.
he's a gag character from a Monty Python skit. Period. You know, like keep it like that. Yeah.
I don't disagree with that in the slightest. Especially considering like who the character was in the comics in that one arc that he was in, World War Hulk. Like that character was completely different. He was like a super tragic character in that comic.
To be fair, a lot of characters have evolved and changed. Like Groot used to be a villain, if you would believe that. Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh. Groot Groot used to be a villain, and he almost destroyed Earth, and then, they do the thing where Groot gets destroyed, and, like, the offshoot of Groot, which is not the original Groot, they basically do a Piccolo for Groot. Where it's like he started out really bad, and then he ends up becoming a not so bad person. But Groot is not big and dumb like in the movies.
I never thought he was dumb. I thought he was just like incredibly wise, but does not speak your language. ...
That's how he is. That's how he is in the comics, because there's a point where somebody is able to go into his mind and talk to him psychically, and he's very well spoken and articulate, and they're like, Groot, I didn't expect this from you, and they're like, I am Groot. And it's like, it's kind of in the first Guardians, they kind of showed him being a little slow by comparison to Rocket, but Rocket being, kind of like the Han Solo, where he's the only one who speaks Wookiee, but talks.
They definitely had the Han Solo dynamic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so they kind of played it up like that, where it was like, he's not dumb, but he was not keeping up with the genetically enhanced raccoon that can make a nuke from a tin can, some duct tape, and a couple of nails. Anyways, hi Shae.
I mean, to be fair though, they actually took a lot of liberties with a lot of the characters in the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. Mm-hmm. Like, Drax is actually supposed to be like 100 times more powerful than they portray him in the movies.
Yes.
He is supposed to be so strong. He's like, no one else on the team is supposed to be even remotely able to stand up to him. Like, he's supposed to be like an almost Thor level power, and everyone else is basically far less in the comic book. Like, in one of the arcs, he actually legit kills Thanos by himself by punching through his heart.
Yep.
Yeah.
This will be the last point before we let Shae jump us back into the game. There's actually a couple times where they kill Thanos, and the exploration of what the fuck do we do now for the Guardians is always really intense. Telltale did a good version of that for the Guardians of the Galaxy game, if anybody has a chance to play it. It's not a spoiler because it's the first thing you do in the game, and is that they literally kill Thanos in the first 5 minutes of the game, and the preceding episodes are the Guardians realizing that the close-knit family that they had was not nearly as strong as they thought, because all of their bonds were tied to killing Thanos. And in the subsequent celebration that follows, they get into the fight, and then the band breaks up because now they don't have that thing keeping them together anymore, and they're like, what do we do now? But anyways, Shae, please. Sorry for carrying so far into the break.
That's fine.
It's not fine. Be mad.
Sure.
There we go.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our Things from the Flood game, Stillwater Chronicles, caught on the other side.
Season 2.
Season 2, yes. I just got done traumatizing Jermaine.
She got done traumatizing herself, thank you.
That's fair.
No, those were all decisions by the DM because of decisions I made. It was a joint effort.
We work together.
Indeed.
As the camera pans back in, it's gonna come in on everybody in the library. You all are trying to find some information on Viking land, trying to find information on this asylum, and trying to actually do book reports that are due tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is actually a lot better than I would have created on my own, and I really do appreciate being able to spitball ideas off of you. I mean, Jesus, like, obviously, I've made it this far on my own, just trying to, fluff pieces before, but it was really helpful to have you here to be like, this fluff makes sense, and this fluff doesn't make sense.
That's all
And
right.
I
I'm a very good fluffer when needed.
I really appreciate this. I have to keep my grades up so that I stay, a potential candidate for the school. So, at the very least, until the second semester kicks in, and then I can just bugger off. But
Just remember that while I typed it out, this was all your words and ideas, so it's not plagiarism in any form.
right. Well, I mean, you were very helpful to explaining the stuff for me.
Naturally, yes.
You,
And that's
you
not a
know
problem.
lot about literature and stuff. I'm really impressed. They teach you better in Sweden, I guess, than they do in the States.
Our education system is top notch, and you would find that there isn't a whole lot else to do in Sweden. Cow tipping is a favorite pastime of most youth.
Oh, I'm gonna say probably because of all the ice and stuff.
A lot of drinking, a lot of rock and roll, a lot of playing in the snow. Not much else goes on out there.
Well, you've probably got a good hand at playing in the snow, huh?
Yes, I do.
Hey, how's it going?
Hugh, hello.
Hi. We're working on book reports and such. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. I finished mine already. Oh, hey, Jermaine wanted me to let you all know that she's taking a moment to take a breath outside after almost getting murdered.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, wait, what?
Come again.
Oh yeah. Apparently, the janitor was a killer robot.
You're
Huh, I guess you were right. And she just like slides
I guess I
Tracy
was.
$1. They didn't actually bet on it, but
Why are you
it feels
betting
like
on
it's
my death?
feels like it's appropriate. Like, ah, shit,
Tracy
you're
is
right.
you can literally see steam emitting out of Tracy's ears as she restrains herself from screaming so fucking loudly in the middle of a goddamn library.
You know, the odds of it actually being a killer robot were substantially low. I'm really impressed that it happened to be that way. Should we go check on her?
A bit of drool drips onto the keyboard and she wipes her mouth and she says, Yeah.
You
Yeah.
want to
Not the first killer robots you've been around, but
you want
yeah,
to go
let's
you want to go get the others? Oh, okay. Hello.
Oh, hey,
Gonna
Bessie.
save this file first. So
Yeah.
that I don't
Control S.
yeah.
Joe's still in the newspaper room, kind of transfixed on what she's reading.
Actually, let me just print this out, duplicate, just to be sure.
You start printing it out, and the printer starts going.
Ah, fucking
It's probably gonna
Matrix.
take a while.
Okay, so dial this back. What happened? Where did it happen? When did it happen? Why were you involved? So many questions.
Courtney,
Please
why'd you
take your
let her
time.
sneak off like that?
I was actually up
Janet-
at the desk, and she was gone when I got back. So I don't know what to tell you.
Does she want to fuck it? I don't know if I'm.
I don't think she wants to fuck it. And it was the janitor flipped out after flipped the switch after it noticed that she noticed it, and it was the boiler room, and I
still
followed
around?
her because she helped me out of a locker with the rest of you.
Is the janitor still around?
Yeah, he's still around. I mean, he's on fire, but
In the boiler room.
in the boiler.
We should tell someone about this, right? Like this
Yeah,
is.
most of his skin just kind of like burned away, and it's just kind of still now.
How?
But it's still there.
How?
The fire.
Fire.
Yeah.
You fireball? Okay.
I am
Hugh likes to
very-
burn things now.
I'm the wizard.
Mm.
You totally are. And you know
Probably
what?
should
That is
teach him
good
not to
skill
burn
have.
things.
Actually, I'm fine with this.
I'm
Well,
fine with it. Like, you can make their own decisions.
You know
Okay.
what? I agree. Yeah.
Um,
And
Astrid-
Especially
Pretty
if
good
it, like,
decisions thus
saved
far.
Jermaine.
yeah.
Astrid's going
Like-
to just nod and look to the others. Go check on Jermaine. I'm gonna
Yeah. That's
Hugh, show me where it is.
Sure. It's this way.
Is fuck. Is Joanna still around? I was gonna
He's
say two.
in the
Joanne.
newspaper room, kind of focusing on the paper, so she doesn't even know he's here.
Yeah,
Joanne.
they're in another room looking stuff
Ah,
up.
okay.
While you're, staring at this paper. Excuse me, sorry. While you're staring at this paper, you feel something climbing up onto your shoulder, and 3 little eye stalks kind of peer over. One looks to you, and the other 2 start looking at what you're looking at.
She didn't expect to be touched by anything, so she does kind of jump in, covers her mouth, and let out strangled eep. Because it wasn't quite a hand, so that wasn't quite as scary. Like, oh, hey, buddy. She's gonna quickly look around to see who else is in the room.
There are a couple other students nearby. None have looked up from what they were doing yet.
In the bag, in the bag, in the bag, in the bag.
You
Put you in my lap, okay?
You quickly put them back in the bag, and you just hear.
She's gonna move her bag to her lap, just kind of fold the opening up so you can see the screen.
There, it kind of like crawls back out again. Just kind of like sits. So its eye stalks. So its eye stalks can like peer out. One still watches you. One stares at the screen. The other kind of like just peers off to the side.
Yeah, Joe's would probably be really noticeably freaked out, just holding it by a thread, like, okay, this is. I think we're gonna have to look more into this person. This isn't a whisper. She does know he can't really respond in a sentence, but still.
The tongues kind of like flick out a little.
Is there a way to print a copy of this?
Yeah, you can start printing a copy, and it starts going. Just those louder printers from 2 decades ago.
Good old dot matrix.
Yeah, was this done printing? She's just gonna keep like turning to like a random newspaper so it doesn't look like she was looking at what she was looking at.
And you do.
To grab her print and fold it up, see underneath your arm. She can't really. Honestly, she doesn't trust her books in her bag with Lickaboo.
You look in, and it's already eaten the edges of your notebook. No, he hasn't.
Gonna pull that one out. We'll get you some food soon. And she's gonna look for her friends.
It hears food and quickly gets in the bag and then pokes its head out the side. Alright, so you go looking for your friends, just as you see Hugh and Astrid walk out the door, and Tracy and Courtney getting ready to leave or look for you.
I was actually gonna go directly to Jermaine. If
Okay.
Joanne was here, then I would have dragged her in. But I'm honestly just like, things are happening. Let's do this.
Tracy's gone. Did Courtney go with Tracy?
I think
Courtney,
she
I'm
would have
gonna go
looked
find-
around the computer lab a little bit before, like not like looking, but just like glanced around to see if she saw Joanne. But if not, she definitely would have gone with Tracy, just because she's more concerned about Jermaine being hurt or something than she would be.
You
Yeah.
see Joanne coming out of
just-
an adjacent room.
I'll just wave her to follow. Like, come on.
Yeah, Joe's gotta go to catch up. Like, what's going on? Whatever. Where's everyone else?
Janitor was a killer robot and almost got Jermaine, and Jermaine's outside, and we need to go check on her.
Fuck, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, big oof. It's
Alright.
a big oof.
So
We were
y'all-
right. We were right. I wish we weren't fucking
We were
right. Fucking Christ. Every
Yeah.
single time. We're right.
Every
I'm gonna
time.
lose my goddamn mind. Where's my drink?
I don't know. Can I
She-
have
she
a
knocks-
swig though?
Yeah, she knocks one back, handed it to you, and says, "Feel free to share around. Got more at home. The diner pays me enough to have as much of this as I want. These days I need it."
Astrid, as you and Hugh round the corner towards the entry to the boiler room, you aren't the only ones who came here to inspect it. You see the principal speaking with someone outside, who outside the doorway, who just kind of like gives a nod to a man in just a nondescript white clothing, and you don't hear what they say, but he says something and starts to walk off, and the principal turns and closes the door and locks it up.
Ah, bugger, they got here before us.
Oh, that stinks. Do you think that they're still down there?
Not for long. No point in staying around. They can't find either of us.
Yeah, sorry we couldn't get here quicker.
That's what happens. Let's go rejoin the others.
Sure thing. So, you all are able to reconvene outside. What is Jermaine up to when everybody else arrives?
So I would say Jermaine's probably got one hand kind of baby cradling her neck, where I'm sure at this point there's probably a visible yellowing bruise from being grabbed and thrown by the neck. And I would say in between cradling her neck, she's probably like grabbing at the 8-ball and like almost trying to like just pop it open and just like kind of manically clawing at it.
One of the messages kind of rolls around and says, "Ow, please stop."
Don't drink the magic 8-ball juice.
That's my job.
If you'd like to, give me a force body.
Hmm.
Once it's
Bad.
You hear it rolls around and says, "How is this my fault? Please don't." And then you pop it open.
Oof.
I just wanted a yes or a no. You know the things you've gotten me into. You were supposed to stop me from getting into these things.
The now visible floating part kind of rolls around, and it says, with its last message, "I'm sorry, I wanted to make you happy." And then it just kind of sinks.
I'm just gonna put the lid back on it and just let it roll off the cement steps to the side of me.
Okay.
Now it only says outlook uncertain.
Well, now it's a die.
It is a D20.
God, actually though. But yeah, no, I think we probably break in maybe at that point, or no?
You'll all find your main outside. Magic 8-ball on the side is now leaking fluid and dim.
Jermaine,
You
Are you
okay?
you told us everything. Well, enough.
Hey, how's it going?
You don't look so good.
Yeah.
You two are back faster than expected.
We got
She
back
just-
faster than I'd want.
Shh. What was that, Train?
Looks up, and you can. She's not hiding the deliberate hand mark on her throat.
Oh, that looks painful.
I'd like to move closer to her in a non-threatening fashion, so as to potentially give her a hug or something. Hi.
I would also
Oh my
offer
God.
one. That seems terrifying. I am so sorry. Why didn't you I was with you till you disappeared. I'm sorry I wasn't there.
Sorry, I wasn't there either.
It's nobody's fault. I don't do things without that magic 8-ball. And
Hey. It's alright. You're more than that, Magic 8-ball.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a tool. Helps you overcome indecision.
it was not a tool. It looked like it helped me for a while. I got it about a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
It did help.
It stopped me from making stupid choices, and for the most part, it guided me. About 2 years ago, I had a crush on someone on the cheerleading team. I kept it a secret, but somehow it got out.
Mm-hmm.
They asked me out on a date. And I said, yeah. Of course. Why not? They brought me out to the make-out point. But then they said, well, what's the fun in being where everybody hangs out? You want private time, right? No, their friends were there waiting in the woods. They left me in the woods after they tied me up and just wrote mean things on my face and arms. Called me a freak, a lunatic, weirdo, all sorts of stuff. And I didn't leave my room for weeks. I didn't go anywhere. Eventually, my mom made me go out. I found that magic 8-ball, and it was freeing because I didn't have to worry about me making a stupid choice. It was the magic 8-ball. It was, if it said no, then I didn't go. If it said yes, the 8-ball told me so. Told me it was okay.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that
a lot
sounds
to go
really fucked up, and I'm really sorry you had to go through that.
just threw it away. I can't trust myself. I can't trust that thing. I don't know how to make choices anymore.
Give you a hug.
Do you see Jermaine like do the hand thing like she was gonna shake the ball, and it's like
Eight
I
ball.
just reach out to your hand and just like give it a little comforting squeeze, and I'm just like, it's okay. It's okay.
The 8-ball lies off to the side, inert now, dim, no more messages appearing, fluid leaking around the edges where the glass was pried off.
I met all of you because of that 8-ball. I thought it was making life better, but it guided me into that hellhole. It's brought me into something I thought I'd be prepared for.
I'm happy that it led you to us. I'm happy to have met you. I have been going through a bit of a rough spot, and I've lost a couple friends that were very close to me. And having you in my friend group has been obviously brief, but very rewarding. And I'm sorry that all of this is happening. All of this is happening again. No, none of us deserve to be thrown into this shitty situation. And I wish I could say that your magic 8-ball made the right choice in putting you into a group of friends with us, but seems like danger seems to follow our group.
Definitely.
And with you in this group, that hasn't changed, and I'm really sorry that I enjoy you as a person.
I'm
Because-
sorry you got dragged into our bullshit. I'm
Yeah.
sorry you got dragged into the shit that we've been dealing with.
You'll hear and Lickaboo has crawled out of the bag and over beside Jermaine. She just rests their head on the side of her leg.
At least it's cute, huh? And I'll reach out and just like pet between the eye stalks.
Rolls instinctively a little bit.
Jermaine's gonna reach over to the 8-ball and gonna take the lid back off, dump the dye out, and pull out the little innard. And Astrid, can you have tools, right?
Yeah.
Can you just put a hole in this, just to put like a string through it or something?
Oh, sure. Can do that.
Might be nice in a little cage of an amulet.
She just points to her necklace where she's got like this necklace like mine, and then to the side has Emmett's skeletal angel wings to the side, and just says, "There'll be a nice line of mistakes and growth, I suppose."
I'd definitely like to lean in at this point and, judge your willingness to be touched and receive physical affection, but, she definitely wants to at least put her arms around your shoulder and,
At this point, Jermaine can't really fight back. I don't think she's got the will to even say, like, no. So
I think Tracy's selfish enough to try to hug you because she's literally about to. Anyway, she says, I'm sorry that I'm sorry that all of this has happened, and I'm sorry that you're in this friend group, and I'm sorry that you've run into so much shit this past couple days that you went and broke your friend.
not anybody's fault but my own. And
No,
in truth, what was I gonna do? Rely on that thing for the rest of my life? Do I marry this person? Come on. Nobody would have taken me seriously anyways.
small things can help. Small, silly things can help.
I mean, honestly,
The world's fucked
It
up
was-
enough as it is.
it was probably a lot about the ritual of it, too. Just, I don't think that. I don't know. It's just like the ritual of having something comforting to shake that will give you the answers. I can understand the appeal of that, and I'm really sorry that it's gone. I don't know. Sorry.
It is gone. But what else was I gonna do? I couldn't live the rest of my life just hoping a magic 8-ball would do everything for me. I have to grow. Whether it's grow up or grow past.
Hey, while you're growing, I'm not going anywhere. Okay? Just like, don't do dangerous fucking shit on your own. Like, sorry, I don't mean to like sound accusatory or anything, but like, you've made friends. I care about you. Like, you're my friend and I care about you, and I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you dead, okay?
For better or worse, yeah, we're your friends, and we're here for you if you need help in any sort, fashion.
Yeah.
I guess I just
Even
didn't
if
quite understand how much or the depth of what you all went through. I mean, I didn't experience it. I wasn't there, so when you talk about some big crab monster and there's this little bug guy here, I guess it just doesn't translate well in my head. I just think, oh, how bad could it be? I could handle that. Handling it now, right? Didn't think janitor being a assaulting murder robot was on my agenda for the day.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be on any of our agendas. None of this
Yeah.
should be happening,
Yeah.
but it is.
Why is it always fucking us?
And you.
And you.
Yeah,
Just happy to be here.
he was just happy to be here. He's happy to be in most places where this happens.
Is it?
What?
Is it
Side
wrong?
eyes, Astrid.
I have mentioned that I know Hugh. hung out with my old friend group as well.
Oh, it's true. We've met before.
He'll nod.
You guys aren't actually the only one to experience this weird stuff.
Brilliant.
Stillwater's a very dangerous and fucked up place.
Is it concerning that I think I'd rather have my parents look at my injury than go to the school nurse?
It's probably
Probably
best we don't go back to class today.
The bell rings on that note.
Let's get out of here.
I will try and sneak them out of the school.
Everybody give me a sneak roll.
Oh, already?
Oh yes, already.
Oh.
We're outside, so it shouldn't be that hard.
Where were you?
Hey. You could kick that success over to Sin, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick the other. Where were the two before? I needed you like an hour ago.
And easy enough before anyone even notices, you all slip away, taking the awesome painted van out of the lot. There is a moment where the camera kind of like pans backwards, and then the vision kind of changes into this into a monitor view, and we see something searching the ground for a moment as Hugh kind of lingers, and Hugh kind of kneels down, picks up the die and the mechanical innards that made that machine more than just a normal 8-ball. And on the little die, it kind of flickers and says...
Astrid has the die.
Oh, you have the die?
She gave it to Astrid to make into a necklace.
Oh, okay. I thought she threw it out and just had it. Okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah, I tossed everything else, but I wanted to keep the die and handed it to Astrid to modify it.
Okay, so Astrid, as you're holding it, you notice there's a few flickering words on it before it just all fades, or a few flickering letters.
Hugh can still round up the other pieces. I wouldn't mind looking at the 8-ball.
Sure, yeah, he will scoop the other pieces up. But you notice just on the die, there's just a few flickering letters. And while there's barely any power that fades entirely from it, you are able to discern that those are most of the letters that spell danger. And then it just goes dim entirely. The formerly white die now completely black, as like there's no power running to it anymore. And then as Hugh follows behind everyone, we see the mechanical vision through the monitor that's kind of like focused, and we see it kind of like shift, like it's kneeling and watching. But you all take the van, and as you move out of there, it says, it's up in the corner of the screen, it says updating procedures. And then it says subdue and collect. Where are you all going?
I am going to take them know where I'm taking you guys. I'm driving. That's the plan.
My plan was to go back to my house. And
Oh,
check
right. You asked to go to your parents.
But
that was kind of confirmed without having to do that.
the situation.
Yeah.
We don't know all that bad information.
Yeah, so if that was the plan, we're kind of stuck on it.
Well, I mean,
Well, because I was gonna go back to my place to check on the body parts because we weren't sure, like,
we weren't sure it was a robot. Yeah.
janitor, but considering he just assaulted me and totally exploded in fire, I think that kind of confirms the suspicion.
Oh, okay,
Sure.
yeah.
So now we have to consider who the fuck is in on this. You went and saw the body. What was going on with the body?
Oh, I didn't actually get in there.
What?
There
I thought
was.
that's what you were going to do.
It was. There were others who got there first.
Who others?
The others.
The others. You're very specific on that.
Capital
Astrid?
T, capital T, capital O.
Right. Yes, that's.
Yeah,
that's
but
not
who was
explaining
it?
anything, Astrid.
I'm explaining it with
The
as
Loop
much...
Foundation is
No, Loop Foundation is not an organization anymore.
Sunflower Society or whatever the company is.
Craft a Corp in the subsidiary Sunshine Corporation. Yes, Sunshine Farms to be specific.
Okay, cool. So Sunshine Farms was downstairs. Brilliant, fucking brilliant. I guess that means
Principal was there too.
Fuck,
The
brilliant.
principal was there. Okay,
Of
I guess
course.
that means that the principal's one of these things.
Yes, that definitely
he's-
does.
Or he's in on it, which would confirm why they were able to replace the janitor, as you all were suspecting earlier.
Yeah, but like the whole thing, like if they replaced the janitor, who else did they replace? If the principal's friggin' covering this shit up, it's more than likely like they fucking replaced him too. Like they probably are
Likely.
replacing all sorts of people all
Yeah,
over
also
town.
that means that humanoid-looking robots are a thing we have to deal with now.
It's a thing you have to look out for now, apparently.
You literally. I already know this isn't even your first experience dealing with killer robots.
It's not, actually. I've been upfront about that as well.
That I knew
Yeah.
about. I didn't realize
Like,
you knew you though.
what is your experience with those things? Because the
Oh,
picture
they-
I saw did not look like you were the kid of someone who made shit. It looked like you were someone being celebrated in the pictures that I just saw.
Well, it wasn't actually me, if you wanted to get specific.
And who was it?
Wait, what pictures? What's going on?
Why do you
Oh,
have
good
pictures
question.
of me? That's a good question.
In the newspaper articles over there, me and Jermaine
newspaper
were looking up. Me and Jermaine were looking up shit about Viking Land because, like, we just needed to figure out more of that information. And there was a picture of you standing on a podium and, like, super.
Astrid is going to not be
period
watching the road,
accurate.
and her head is going to slowly turn towards Jermaine because the two of them had a conversation before this. And she's just going to,
Drifting.
like, very slowly. She's not drifting. She has perfect control of the steering wheel still.
That's even more worrisome.
Yep, she's just going to slowly turn and look at Jermaine because they had this conversation earlier.
I was
And,
very
like-
suspicious of you. I apologize. I went digging a bit further than I had to because all of you have been acting very strange about some Loop Foundation and other universes, and you mentioned being at Viking Land, and I just wanted to see if maybe you were someone else. There's a white van looking after you, and they called you dangerous. Do you expect me to do anything else?
Do I
White
look like
man.
I'm
Like a
I'm
sniper?
dangerous to you? And she makes a turn
Hey,
without looking
hey.
at the road.
Do not care. Do not pay attention to those fucks in the white vans, okay? They are. Just don't listen to anything they have to say because, like, they are deep in it. They are part of the problem. Like, they've come after us before.
Oh yeah, no, the white van people are evil. They're like either working for Lydia's father or Lydia now. You don't know who Lydia is, but she's
You don't know who Lydia is, but it's fine.
somebody who's very, very.
Like someone we could really use right now. She sounds very techy and intelligent.
I don't know who this person is, but they sound incredible.
They sound they sound so amazing and beautiful, and I wish that they could be here to help you, but
She's incredibly intelligent, incredibly beautiful, very, very, very physically attractive. Damn, I wish she were here. Sorry, we were talking about you, Jermaine?
oh
Yeah,
dang,
that's-
Jermaine applies to all of those too, but
That self-doubt scar is really turning into like a self-doubt, like full body, like
Not a tumor.
he's not a tumor.
yeah. It's like,
Oh,
No.
do we want to go see this Lydia person?
Am I the only one here who wasn't convinced that Astrid's the robot or something?
I'm not a robot.
Are you sure you're not a robot? Because, like, I feel like they can program you into not thinking you're a robot.
What if we're all robots and we don't know it?
How the fuck did Hugh get in this fucking van?
Hugh's been with us the whole time.
What?
You came with us? Oh my god.
Feel like I'm being gaslit here.
He was with us when we walked outside. Why? Nobody told him to leave.
Everybody leaves. Hugh's just standing there on the side of the road, like, where'd everybody go?
Astrid,
he would've
Astrid
done,
didn't.
like,
Astrid didn't tell him to leave, so I assumed he followed us.
Hi,
Yeah, I
Hugh.
thought it was at the same time.
I'm not trying to gaslit you. I literally assumed he followed.
How's
because he
your
was
day
with
going?
us.
Oh no, this is entirely dead.
Okay, got it.
How's your day going, Hugh?
Oh, it's actually pretty interesting today.
Brilliant. I'm glad to hear that.
Well, I'm happy you're glad. That makes me happy.
Why don't you just call this Lydia person if she's got like answers? And
I
stuff?
have tried to call her. She's not answering her phone because she doesn't want to associate with hoodlums like me anymore.
Oh no!
She
Listen,
kind of said shit.
listen.
like
At
that.
least Lydia didn't, or
I don't think she said
Tracy.
hoodlum.
At least Tracy didn't get
No.
dumped, right? It's fine. Thanks for the fuck. Now I'm leaving. Bye. Listen, no shame. It's on us.
So, like, what's your deal, though? For real,
For real.
Astrid.
Well, obviously she's a Swedish special agent. Duh.
Like, what do you do? Why are you lauded? Why are you,
Lauded?
like,
It means praised.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm not nearly as special as you're thinking I am. She just kind of like looks at Hugh. Should I tell them?
Oh, I mean, that's completely up to you.
Hmm.
Should I tell them?
I don't think they would handle you telling them.
Okay.
Hugh tells me stuff all the time.
I do tell her stuff all the time. Like, how great of a person she is.
Have you told
Well,
her this?
I mean, you've also told me so many secrets about the school that it's like,
Oh, I love
amazing.
secrets.
You're
Do you
one
have
of
any
my
secrets to
best.
share?
I need a fucking drink.
I don't think I do right now, but
Oh, that's all right,
uh,
Best.
ditto on that.
I'd love-
I definitely need a drink.
I'd love a drink, but I don't think I can swallow right now.
With enough effort, you could.
Oh, right. No, you had a... Yeah.
I had a robot fist my throat. It's kind of a problem.
That is a way to put it.
Kinky.
Yes.
Make jello shots
Oh.
later.
Okay. So you're asking, and at this point, I shouldn't really hide it, right? She kind of like looks at Hugh again.
Yeah.
Like, are you certain? And she says, "Okay, so I'm not really a foreign exchange student.
That blows
What
all
do
of
you
my
mean?
theories out of the water.
It blows all of your theories out of the water.
Shit. Oh, shit. I just thought. No, keep going.
No?
Keep going.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I was gonna let you try
You're
and reach.
American, that's even worse.
No, not American.
Oh, thank
I
God.
feel
I am-
like I'm having a brain hemorrhage.
I am Swedish. That is not a lie. No, I haven't lied to you about anything. Omission of truth is still not a lie.
Astrid, your phone rings.
Kind of a lie.
My phone rings. Astrid pulls over because while she may not need to look at the road, she is a restricted hearer of not texting and driving. She looks at her phone.
There is when you flip it open, there's a message from Ashley that says, "Found a little more of what you were looking for. Are you still at school? Or where are you in school? What class are you in right now?"
Oh, wonderful. She's gonna just quickly type. 1 second. This is important. And when she finishes, she closes her flip phone because it's the 90s. And she says, "Okay, big dramatic reveal." Looks around, makes sure there's no white van coming to ram her car.
There, down the street, there's two people in a white van. There's like, it doesn't make sense. They should be right here.
Yeah, exactly. Brilliant.
The other one says, what if they've translocated our triangulation data? And the other says, don't be an idiot. They're not smart enough for that.
Wow, he just smacked his coworker.
Yes, one of them is clearly their boss.
It's the 90s. Interpersonal work relations didn't cover physical abuse.
Look, one of them's the bottom. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as it's consenting abuse.
Oh, so they're partners as well. Okay, so there's also an unhealthy power dynamic.
This is
with
the
boss
90s.
dating and-
Yeah, it is the 90s, so there's an unhealthy power dynamic instead of the healthy power dynamic.
Just think about it with porn logic in mind, okay?
Yeah. Makes perfect sense with poor logic. Yeah.
Porn logic. Porn logic.
They go home and the aftercare is just really good, even if they're really horrible to them here. Yeah, I was gonna make it more wholesome, but since we decided these two were toxic, they are not the partners from Gravity Falls that turned out to also be partners.
Oh God. Aw.
they were wholesome as fuck, and I loved it.
They were. I loved that. Yeah, that was really cute. It was a great little fuck you to Disney.
Always great when they put those in there. So Astrid says, when I said that you guys are not the only ones who go through strange things here in Stillwater, I mean that. Hugh, Ashley, a few others, the Buxley boy, whose father gets blamed for all of this mess. The Buxley incident is what they call the flood, and it's largely blamed on his father. She says the Buxley boy and a few others, including my ex, they all went through troubles of their own. I arrived here as an exchange student to see how teenagers and American students live their lives, and I got stuck in their problems. I got stuck in their problems for 2,450 times. Several problems. Too many problems to actually accurately count, enough that would drive somebody insane. But Ashley and her friends were able to fix their problem. And now, several months later, we're trying to live normal lives again.
Well, the problems haven't stopped.
No,
They're just
the problems
transferred to who they are.
don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming.
Not until you hit the ground running.
So to reiterate though, you are a normal human being who's just really good at typing and stuff, right?
Oh, no. Not at all.
No? You're,
Yeah,
You're.
She
It's okay.
she will reach over to the who's in the front seat?
Like I say, Joe is.
Okay, she's gonna reach
Just
past.
Remains in back, getting cuddled.
She's gonna reach past Joanne for the glove compartment, and she says, "No, I'm not." And she's gonna pull down the glove compartment, and there's a knife, and she takes the knife out, and she says, "I saw this in a movie once, and I wanted to try it." And she holds her hand up, and she takes the knife, and she slices around very slowly, and then slices up all the way to the middle finger, and
God.
fucking Terminator pulls her skin off and shows that there's a robot arm underneath. And she goes, "Oh, fuck, that hurt!"
Why'd you do that?
Oh, why would you do that?
Oh, fuck, that hurt.
I forgot they gave us pain receptors. It's much more serious than I'm laughing about. But then she just takes a moment and just kind of wiggles the fingers around, and she says, "I'm gonna put this back on now, okay?" She puts her skin back on.
Okay, considering Jermaine was just assaulted by one of these things, I'm just gonna latch onto Tracy like a backpack.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Hey, hun, can you kill the heater? It's really hot in here.
What the fuck? Yeah, so I guess it wasn't you. You're one of the fucking murder bots or something.
Oh, no. No, I've resisted the urge to murder quite a bit.
That's why she was with the Vikings. She is one of the Vikings.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Oh
actually
my
explains-
god.
Yeah, okay, so I have to confess now that you basically got it out of me. Yes, I was at Viking Land, and you were almost correct.
Almost correct.
Yeah, I wasn't there as a guest.
So
Right. Were you like the next gen?
Sure. That's a good way to describe it. The owner of Viking Land was trying to make the actors look more realistic.
All right. So I have a flaming, burning desire to ask something, and I need to do it because it feels pressing on every corner of my mind right now.
no, you can't fist the android.
Saving that joke. I was saving that joke.
Actually, you can.
Not what I was gonna go for, but I imagine that's actually one of
Well,
the
now
core
that we're
features.
talking about
Um,
it, Tracy's thinking about it.
Yeah, Tracy's
Yeah.
God damn it.
thinking. I am
Okay.
designed to be fully functional. Yes.
I have a question. For real. So like a month ago or something, we had met a Viking bot called
Yornbot.
Yornbot.
Yeah, I know him.
And okay, that's not you because we put them back inside of a thing.
Wouldn't that be
inside
a
of
thing?
program.
No.
And I just wanted to make sure that they didn't recycle the program back outside of the virtual reality network and put it into another person because
No, nothing like that. I've partied with Yornbot before. He's pretty cool.
okay.
Joe's
Have you
gonna pull her
partied with
sketch
Party
bot.
Sorry.
Joe's
Sin.
gonna pull. Sin.
I didn't hear what Sin said. Sorry.
I was gonna say, did you party with PartyBot?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
I like
we've known a
party
party bot.
So I'm learning now that there are multiple party bots. That's my big takeaway from this conversation.
Yeah, that's the only one.
It's definitely multiple party bots. Yep.
I just had an image of my mind of someone standing over just like a darkened expanse, and someone steps out holding a clipboard and says, "Are they ready, sir?" And he goes, "Yes, activate them." And all the
ready to
lights start
party?
turning on, and there's just so many party bots.
Yeah.
The Benny Hill theme starts playing.
God.
So fun fact, Partybot was originally designed after Party Pete from regular show. So just imagine that energy, and that's how Partybot actually acts.
Mm.
So, does that mean the people in the white van that gave me the card, are they just trying to save face and get rid of you as like the last remnant of that whole thing?
Oh, no. My programming for one of the cycles was to be that Astrid from Viking Land. If you really wanted to get technical, they also created me. And she kind of like does some quick math in her head and counts on fingers. Whatever would be considered the true timeline. Technically, this one.
How many timelines are there?
How many timelines are there? Or how many timelines I experienced? 2,450.
Okay.
Well, I mean, this is only the main timeline until they decide it isn't, right? Like, it seems like that's what's been going on. They just keep rebooting a different timeline whenever something they don't like happens. So, like, they're just gonna keep doing that, and eventually this won't be the prime timeline if something bad enough happens.
They already fixed the problem. You're back in the prime timeline. It's just that
They
several
fixed
aspects
the problem.
several aspects of those cycles merged into the existence and became canonical with ours.
Yeah.
So I remember everything that the Viking Land Astrid did. She just got 1,000-yard stares.
Oh.
Oh. What it
So-
was it the Viking Land Astrid that killed all those kids?
Don't
No children were harmed. It's far more
don't
beneficial
ask
to.
ask the other one. Don't ask the other question. I actually don't want to know.
We didn't raid to hurt children. That'd be silly and not good for business.
Like, I have to know, like, what was the thought process behind making, like, raiding Viking theme land right next door to a Christian youth camp?
The Christian
There's
youth
what-
camp didn't want to sell.
So they made Vikings raid the camp?
It was the natural recourse in their programming.
Ah, wow, that is amazing.
Those Christians across the sea are prime raiding targets.
You know, art imitates life.
Exactly. They were uploaded with so much Viking lore and mythology that it was inevitable.
And life.
Yeah,
The way.
it's historically accurate.
You have
Like,
no
life
idea
always finds a way.
how much of an urge I am holding back to not have Lydia open the back of the van, pull Jermaine out, step in and say, "All right, you fuckers are screwing up again. I'm here to help."
God.
Fucking god.
Well, I mean, it would be proof that that she's not the one that got us in trouble, like we tried telling her all the time.
Oh, believe me, the next time Lydia shows up, it's gonna be like, this is growth. She's gonna go from the caterpillar to the frickin' monarch.
Lydia's going to show up. ... In one of Shae's after clips where she's observing us from afar.
I'm fairly certain in the other game, Shae, did they kill Astrid during the Viking land thing, or did you all shoot somebody else?
No. She wasn't killed. I think
Nick shot somebody.
Nick was shooting at the people in the white who showed up to collect everyone.
Right.
And,
Okay. I wasn't.
You
you guys murdered.
William got shot in the process.
Right. A teen got shot and one of the teens murdered somebody and had to live with that. Right. Okay. I remember the traumas I inflicted on you guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Astrid, I have a huge question.
Mm-hmm. She is driving again. Now that she's done texting.
What is the purpose of replacing a dead janitor with a machine from this company that was more than willing to assault someone who managed to see?
I can honestly tell you I have no idea. I imagine my program has been dissolved. I was not part of this or these plans, but if they were looking to replace people, then there is something sinister going on. I'm not trying to go back to Crafta.
Well, it makes the lot of us in the same boat.
Yeah.
Actually,
Mark
Astrid,
Roth fan.
how much information do you have from inside the walls?
Oh god, wait, is this a Crafta van? Has
No.
this been a Crafta van the whole time?
Oh god, that would be so cool if she stole one of their vans and made it. You know what? No, it's canon now. She stole one of their vans and
God
repainted
damn it.
it. Thank you. That's amazing. I love it. No, thanks. I love it.
Astrid, give me quick comprehend.
Quick comprehend. Oh, I'm so good at those. Here we go. 1 success.
Hey, about a little more than a month ago, you got previously felt another presence coming out from within the containment zone. Something that was reaching out digitally. That has since stopped and is gone. And three of the people here had mentioned having run into some trouble a month ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all did do that. So that was y'all a month ago then, huh? Causing the weird stuff to start happening.
No, I guess I took the weird stuff, then kind of
We dealt
stopped
with
it.
I didn't cause shit. Things just happen.
I didn't do
Yeah,
shit.
we didn't cause shit. We just dealt with the problem that company folks created.
Attributing agency to children. But yeah, that was us.
I taught a machine empathy.
You know,
I learned how to shoot.
my friend Ashley's talked about having a run-in with a killer robot once before, though. Maybe she could have some insight for you all about what this might
Yeah,
be.
if you
we've
mean
met.
Ashley's pretty cool.
Oh, you've met.
You
Wow.
know, except
Yep.
for when she is like
Designing
in the
Sim.
future designing all sorts of killer robots and shit, and like
That's so
actively,
unlike her, given how
controlling
she's
the
afraid
world.
of robots. I can't believe she would do something like that. Stares at
Well,
the
not
camera.
anymore. She wouldn't.
I mean, yeah, and also presumably this happened in another timeline. I'm honestly kind of still confused about all that.
Yeah, Astrid, You remember when you first met her, she was terrified of you.
Mm-hmm. That is why she said what she said.
Yeah, it's like someone helped her get over that.
Now she's having sex with robots.
This is
Weird.
your fault.
This is my fault. This is my fault.
I showed him we could be good.
Showed him the good of having friends with robots.
Listen.
It's also the vibrate
we all-
function.
We all know how much Lydia could just make these problems go away. I'm just giving you an out.
I can't call her. I don't know her.
I'm sure.
I can call her.
I'm sure Lydia's
Wants to
climbed
know
the
who-
entire ladder within this 1 month.
But what if she has?
What if she has?
That would make things even worse.
That would
In this
make things
in this
worse.
reboot, Lydia's the villain.
Honestly, hot.
I could see it. That is
Yeah, no,
pretty
she's
hot.
just gonna step out in high heels and a long black coat and just be like, "Tried to save y'all, but hey, this is more pain. This is less painful."
There's one scar over the eye.
Yeah, all turned villains have to have the eye patch and the scar.
Round glasses, the scar, and she's just like, I mean, this is the last thing I can do. Gun.
God.
You don't
I
have
really
to
need to get my axe fixed.
Jesus.
This is
Damn
a
it,
lot
stop
of
making
damage.
Lydia hotter.
Let me introduce you to my cephalopod with guns for tentacles.
No, just
Be a
go back
little
to
hotter if they were dildos, but okay.
just go back to regular tentacles.
Oh my god, I imagine there's a timeline now where Lydia actually like went insane from the headsets and just went full villain arc and is just like all the headsets that are produced are just basically like they're saw contraptions. They're just torture devices that are mass produced. And she's just like, I can
Terrifying.
save humanity. If there
The
isn't a
saw
humanity
mask
anymore,
that's
there's no
made
problems.
to rip the top half of the head off.
Mm-hmm. Like Lydia's just like, I don't have to save humanity anymore if there's no more humanity.
No, that's
Oh
what
my
the
God.
robots do.
I mean, sound logic though.
Yeah. I save humanity from itself.
The whole time Oni was trying to save everybody from evil Lydia.
Yeah. No, but
I'm the good. Oh, way to take the World of Warcraft expansion villain approach. There was a greater evil you weren't aware of.
yeah, the whole first season was you guys actually like aiding and abetting the true ultimate villain of the entire series.
Honestly,
You were supposed to let her
legit.
die.
She
Okay,
had to
before I
die.
Before I give
You
Shae more-
spared her.
I did want to ask Astrid, how much information do you have like within the walls of this place?
Which place?
Of the foundation, and so do you have any information?
My information would be largely outdated at this point.
I was really hoping.
Wait,
that...
why do they still like let you roam free if you're like not really a part of the ship?
You think that they've been able to catch me?
Well, they let you straight through the gates into the quarantine zone.
Oh no. Head of security, Preston let me through.
Like Lydia, or like, sorry, like,
Ashley's father.
yeah.
Yes, he doesn't know that I'm an android. Most people don't know that I'm. Technically, the term is gynoid, if you didn't want to be offensive. But yes, they don't know what I am. I'm just the weird exchange student with a van that can deliver things in a timely manner.
But you do have a source on the inside, though.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that maybe we could find a list of people that they've potentially replaced? I have a database of people who have died.
Oh, wait.
No, it's
Holy shit, you do.
No, it's a
Oh,
bad
shit.
idea for something to look into.
That's actually a really good idea.
A
Then
very
we
good
can be
idea.
on a lookout for anybody that could be a potential threat.
Yeah.
If I have archives that their death is recorded, but they're still walking around,
Interesting. But my whole thing, like, yes, I do want. Yes, great idea. Yes, let's look into that. In addition to that, we have to look into deaths that like haven't been reported anywhere, because I feel like those would be the ones that like would be easier to replace people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You mean like deaths that don't have mentioned in the newspaper?
Yeah, stuff like that. Like deaths that like have seemed to have been like kept quiet.
Nobody looks for the missing drifter
Or janitor.
or janitor.
I mean, maybe not this one, but a lot of janitors have families.
He's a drifter janitor. It's fine.
Right, but like they're not families that are wealthy and, you know, able to pursue, you know, the means of investigation.
True.
That's why the janitor probably made a lot of sense from the perspective of the fuckers that did this.
I mean, no one pays attention to the help. That's
Exactly.
the lesson I learned from terrible movies.
It's also true in real life.
True.
What did my magic 8-ball get me into?
So much.
Honestly, a lot more than I expected.
Astrid, just promise me that you're not going to give me a similar mark. I don't think I need another chokehold.
Well, my
Well, I
safe
mean-
word is 10 jello.
The
Noted.
weirdest of fruits, okay.
Easiest to
like,
pronounce.
Now that you don't have the magic 8-ball anymore, who are you trying to get into?
Oh, are we going to do some cheerleader revenge?
Sorry, bad joke.
I mean, also,
Cheerleader
yeah, we can
revenge?
totally get cheerleader revenge. That's
We can
definitely
totally get cheerleader revenge. Yeah.
Fuck
Then
those
we
motherfuckers.
find out that it was Lydia again.
Leader of the cheerleader squad.
This fucking bitch.
Oh god, Lydia is really gonna be the big baddie by the end of this, isn't she?
My first OC was mean to my second OC, and now they hate each other. But what?
Now it's hotter. I don't know if I want to get revenge on people. Last thing I need is it going too far.
That's valid.
I mean, well, I don't know.
I mean,
I
all we
don't
gotta
know, I can't
do
make decisions
is
anymore.
peel all the skin off of Astrid and then send her in. to
Remember
do
the thing
all
about the
of it.
pain receptors.
Also,
and I'm
yeah,
generally
that's
uncomfortable
why I
with
heard
that,
it.
even as a joke. I'm
That-
generally uncomfortable with that.
Yeah,
It was a joke, and I'm sorry. It was a little far. That's on me. Sorry.
Sorry, I overreacted.
Flesh suits, come on. Oh my god, I don't even know. I really did destroy him, didn't I?
look, he was a replacement and working for the company. Like, you know, yes, good. You did good.
I think she was talking about the 8-ball.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, no, Hugh fucked up that thing. I have no conscience over that. Hugh Molotov cocktailed them.
Hey, good job, little buddy.
Hey, thanks.
Astrid, do you think
But
you could repair it, maybe?
It's
I-
a thought, but she wanted a necklace, so.
I mean, we could definitely maybe come up with something new. Like, you know, it does look like a dice. Others have pointed it out.
There's so many more possibilities with a die roll.
At least 20 here.
Well, actually, the funny thing is that like it has the same amount of possibilities because like the way that magic 8 balls work is like it's basically a salt solution, and if you put a dye into salt water, that's how you test to see if it's weighted in any way. So in reality, as long as you don't like intentionally aim for something, the statistics of getting a different answer will be about the same.
The salt solution might have actually been contributing to it coming up with new results. Did you say that it... I mean, I seem to recall it didn't have conventional answers in many respects. It was kind of...
There were machine parts on the inside of that 8 ball.
Yeah, it was described to be very not a normal 8 ball.
I mean, I guess now that you mention it, there were a lot more than just like a handful of responses from that thing.
Don't let this go the wrong way and make you feel even worse, but I think it was a bit of a special magic 8 ball. So...
It printed new answers.
Congratulations, you killed the magic 8 ball.
You could probably take some time to maybe think of how to replace it. I'm not a tech person at all, so I can't really help here. But I'm sure
who would be able to help. I bet you Lydia would be able.
I have been driving them back to the school though, since Ashley said she had a lead for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So next episode is a celebrity cameo with Lydia.
Yeah, because we are past the 3-hour mark, hun.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Let me ask, how big of a cliffhanger do you want?
Let's do a big cliffhanger.
We had a
Alright.
big revelation this session. I think we need
so many revelations.
even bigger cliffhanger.
Even bigger cliffhanger. All right. So as you're driving, making your way back, you hear, "Hey, what's that on the road?" And a few after about a second, just like breaking from the tree line on many legs is a very large arthropod of some kind. It pauses a minute. Two eye stalks turning in the direction of this van. Massive mandibles where its mouth is, and 3 long tentacle-like tongues slipping out of its mouth. One of the eyes moves closer. Do you brake or do you keep driving?
I feel like Astrid, being revealed to be a calculating machine, can calculate the trajectory to safely maneuver past this thing with the proper amount of acceleration. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay, so you're just driving away.
Oh.
The mom wants her baby. The
The
mom
mom
wants her baby.
Oh, the intent. I thought I was driving to avoid something coming.
Oh, it does break from the tree line, but yes, you can avoid it if you drive around it.
Yeah, that's what I had assumed. It was that we were trying to dodge something.
Yeah. Okay. So you dodge out of the you swerve out of the way with the quick calculations that you're able to do in your head. This thing rears back, and you see it stand almost on its back legs, and it gets real tall when it does. Before coming down again, and it starts to circle and skitter around the van.
I can move. Come here, baby.
One eye coming down to the passenger side window and blinks. And that's where we'll leave it.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Oh no! Thank you everybody for watching Something HelloFresh. Use the code POGHF12810 for 70% off plus free shipping. That's my end close. So now we can do the real wrap.
Something, hello, something, fresh.
I respect and appreciate this reference. Something, hello, fresh.
Something completed.
Make good
yeah.
dinners for yourself. HelloFresh makes it super easy to eat good, so you should eat good.
It really does, and we are going to go eat some in just a moment.
I get my first delivery on the 19th.
Yeah. Ooh. I do want to go over one quick thing, and that is experience. Hey everybody, did you participate in the session today?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, okay. Take your experience. Did your problem or relationship get you into trouble with a capital T?
I think
No.
at the end, kinda.
That's probably next week's.
Yeah, it's
we
next
didn't.
week's
We
for
didn't.
sure.
We didn't roll. Jermaine's the only one who gets that one.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm getting
too.
every experience point this session.
You sure are.
Number-
Yeah,
yeah,
you
were you
are.
broken and forced to take a scar? Jermaine, take that experience. Did you put yourself in harm's way to resolve the mystery? I think all of you did.
Yes.
I tried to.
I was.
Yeah.
I definitely wasn't going to have Hugh help me make the body disappear, but definitely went into harm's way by
Yeah.
finding those people there.
Sure did.
Sure did.
Haha.
Or Debbie had visions.
That's true. You all are digging into some shady information. And finally, did you learn something new? If so, what?
I
Yes.
learned nothing.
So fucking much. Like,
You're welcome.
and that's 5 altogether. With my
That Willie Kid sung at Preston's song, which I'm definitely going to bring out to her.
Didn't make that connection.
Finally, I have 5 in force body, move body, and lead heart. I am the ultimate tank.
All right. Lead is your healing ability.
Yes.
That's your white mage power.
I'm actually the paladin of this group. I hope you realize.
You are
Are-
full charisma
I'm
build. Let's go.
Actual charisma build. plus
I
plus
mean-
body, I guess.
Oh man, that makes me the
I'm-
artificer.
a charisma build, if
straight.
we're being honest.
Right,
You're the
I'm a
bard.
charisma body build, so I'm the paladin. You're probably the bard or
Yeah,
world-
It's very much the
charisma,
bard.
knowledge,
yeah. You're the
definitely
bard for sure.
Yeah. Charisma
sure.
mind is bard for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not sure what body mind is.
Yeah, not Lydia. Jermaine's the necromancer, of course.
Yeah.
You probably
I
just.
think I'm the druid.
You're a druid.
You're absolutely
Yeah.
Taming animals. You're a
Yeah.
druid.
Yeah.
Even if they're eldritch animals.
Yeah.
And
I actually could be a necromancer, Astrid. I
Astrid?
need your help.
I think Astrid might be the artificer.
Yeah. That is.
Yeah.
that's
Definitely.
spot on.
Me and Astrid could start planting people who have died back into society and
Oh, you guys just gonna like start raising zombies? All right.
Okay, but wait, there's a spirit touched rogue or something like that, right? And that's kind of exactly my headcanon for Jermaine's D&D character.
Yeah.
yeah.
The one like so somebody in my D&D group on Sundays is this particular subclass of rogue, and it fits too perfectly.
It
I do
used
have
to.
a
It
knife.
used to be so good too, and then they nerfed it.
Did they?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the meta.
It's all right. It's still really cool. It just used to be like much more extreme because like
You mean the unearthed arcana of it
Mhm.
was too extreme?
it was too extreme, and they had
Unearthed
to,
Arcana is always a little bit, you know.
yeah, it was, they had to kid it down and be like, you're too powerful.
Yeah.
It's okay. I have
mean,
Tracy's
they did
knife,
the
so
same-
Tracy says I'm a rogue. I'm a rogue.
Hell yeah.
Mm. They did basically the same thing with the Lunar Sorcerer, and the Lunar Sorcerer is still way overpowered, but like it's not as overpowered as it would have been initially.
Anyways,
On that note.
I should wrap this stream up.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is there anybody on that we can send y'all over to?
Ew.
Let's
Ew.
go.
Let's a Mario.
That's Mario. I could send y'all to Joe Cat, and he would never even notice the splash in the bucket. There isn't anybody. There isn't anybody
Well,
on
I mean-
unless you see somebody.
I see Kelmar Realm and Onyx Path. Quelmar Realm
I know
is somebody
Onyx
Path. Yeah, Onyx Path is decent.
Onyx Path is pretty cool. They
And
they
we'd be giving
publish
them
some
double
good
theirs.
stuff.
Okay, Onyx Path. I know them. We can go there. All right,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
heading over to Onyx Path. Everybody, give them a quick Terminator hand in the chat to tell them that you came over here from us. It won't make sense to them, but it's fine. Have a good night.